Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to our tournament basketball broadcast tonight on C103 as well as Good Guys Radio TV. We are getting just a little bit of a late start. This game was originally scheduled to tip off at 7 o'clock, but you may or may not know that head coach Austin McCormack for the North Adams Green Devils, he and his wife had a baby this week, and I believe they were all coming home this evening, and it just worked out better for this game to start at 7:45 instead of 7 o'clock. So that is why we are running just a touch behind. I'm Ken Smith. Joining me tonight for the broadcast, Carl Schneider. Rigdon is our producer back in the studio on C103. Matt Hildebrand is our producer courtside for Good Guys Radio TV. And if you're not familiar with that, I'm going to tell you more about it in just a moment. North Adams High School is where we are at. They are hosting Division VI tournament basketball. The North Adams Devils facing off against the Southeastern Ross Panthers. This is our only game tonight on C103. We do have one game on our sister station, 99.5 The Edge. That's the Ripley Blue Jays. They are playing Valley. And again, that station, that is on our sister station, 99.5 FM. We do have a full day tomorrow as well, and let's talk about that schedule for tomorrow while we are getting things underway here with our Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show. Looking at tomorrow's broadcast, we will have a total of 4 games for you tomorrow between the two stations and Good Guys Radio TV. We will start the day probably around 11:15, probably about 11:15 is when Don Bowles and Ryan Dodson will go on the air for the North Adams versus Portsmouth game. This is girls tournament action, district championship. Tip-off is scheduled for noon. That is from Waverly High School. It will be on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV. Our first game on 99.5 The Edge and also Good Guys Radio TV will be Fayetteville versus Tri-Village. That'll be at 1 o'clock tip-off time. We'll go on the air somewhere around 12:30. That'll be myself along with Phil Ronimus. That'll be from Monroe High School. And again, it'll be on 99.5 The Edge, and you'll be able to find it on Good Guys Radio TV's social media pages. So it'll be out there and available. It'll be on our YouTube page. And again, I'm going to tell you more about that in just a moment. Third game of the day, it'll be Western Brown, the Lady Broncos, facing off against Tippecanoe. Tip-off for that game, 3 o'clock. They'll probably go on the air somewhere around 2:30. That's from Lakota West High School on 99.5 The Edge. Chris Blanton and Craig Campbell will be courtside to bring you that game. Our final game of the day, Eastern Brown versus Piketon. That's the Lady Warriors versus the Piketon Lady Red Streaks. That game scheduled to tip off at 5 o'clock. Don Bowles, along with Ryan Dodson, will be on the air probably somewhere around 4:15 to 4:30, right in that range. Again, that game on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV. So that's where you'll find all of tomorrow's games. All 4 tournament games tomorrow are district championships. All 4 tournament games tomorrow are girls' games. We won't have another boys' game until Monday night. And, of course, that's a whole nother thing we'll talk about a little bit later on in our Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show. Let's talk about Good Guys Radio TV. If you haven't checked it out, you can watch our broadcast. Whenever we are simulcasting between the radio and TV, it is goodguysradiotv.com. You can go to the website, click on the game's going to be right there on the main page. You just click on watch the game, and there you go. But if you want to watch it on your TV in your living room or something, you probably want to pull it up on YouTube. So you go to YouTube and search for the Good Guys Radio TV page. Be sure to like and follow. That way we'll show up on your YouTube feed, and you'll be able to watch the game there on your TV. If you like to watch it on your phone, well, you can do that on YouTube as well, but you can also do that on our other social media sites, which would include C103 Country's Facebook page, Good Guys Radio TV Facebook page. Very easy to find. Again, like and follow. Makes it easy for you to find us the next time. We're going to take a quick break. We've got lots to talk about here on the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show. We'll be back with more courtside at North Adams High School on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV presented by CMT Components.
If pre-planning your funeral is the furthest thing from your mind, take a moment to reflect on some of the things closest to your heart, such as your family and friends. Pre-planning your funeral will spare them the burden of making difficult decisions at a difficult time. For information about pre-planning a funeral, visit WallaceThompsonFuneralHomes.com or contact the family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes with locations in Peebles, Seaman, and Winchester. Trust in the family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes, providing the care and service that you and your family deserve.
At the National Bank of Adams County, we have a lot more than money invested in Adams County. We've invested our time, our interests, our heritage. We were born here and have been an important part of this community for years. That's why we can offer financial services that truly meet your needs. If you're looking for a bank that keeps its focus local, look to us at 218 North Market Street in West Union. We're ready to help you grow your business or your family, and that will help this community grow as well.
The National Bank of Adams County, keeping it local. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxter Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxter Tractor.
Creating a memorial to honor a lost loved one is a time-honored tradition. Whether it's a graveside monument, a cremation monument, or a pet memorial, the craftsmen at Peebles Monument Company will walk you through every step of the process, from concept to completion. Visit Peebles Monument Company, located on North Main Street in Peebles, and online at peeblesmonument.com. Choose Peebles Monument Company because sharing the life story of a loved one with those who matter most isn't just important today, it's important forever. At courtside, ladies and gentlemen, to North Adams High School as we continue the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show right here on C103. And what I would like to talk about right now is our All Southeast District players and coaches. The Coaches Association has released that, and we have that list now. I am missing, though, by the way, the Southwest District list. I do know that some of the Fayetteville Rockets are on that list, but I don't have that one. So we're just going to talk about, at this time, we're just going to talk about the ones from the Southeast District. So, first team in Division 5, Eastern Browns Matthew Dick, as well as Chase Pinkerton. From Lynchburg Clay, Denver Clinton. Those three young men in Division 5 making the All-Southeast District team. Second team is Eastern Browns Braxton Vance. And then trying to make sure I don't miss anybody here. Apologize if I do. And then I believe these are honorable mentions for Eastern Brown, Kane Dotson. And for Lynchburg Clay would be Elam Faust. And also for West Union is Tegan Knox. Now, for the Division 5 Coach of the Year in the Southeast District, congratulations to Eastern Brown Warrior coach Rob Buechler. Pretty nice there. Now let's talk about Division 6. That's the division we're in here tonight at North Adams. And top of the list, first team is North Adams Carson Davis. Second team making the All-District Southeast District, Peebles, Bo Johnson, and Josh McClary making the list there. And also for North Adams on second team is Jesse Kennedy. And for third team would be Peebles Keegan Puckett, only a freshman, by the way, and Paxton Ryan. And then honorable mentions would be Thaddeus Moore from North Adams, as well as Connor Gross for Peebles, Gavin Benjamin for Ripley. And guess what? Division 6, District 14, Coach of the Year, another Shack coach. From Peebles High School, the Indians head coach, Josh Airy. Wow, congratulations, Josh. We're 2 for 2, Carl, on Shack coaches. All right, now let's look at Division 7.
I just had to say on that, too, and when you look at the number of Shack players on those, that's big, too.
Yeah, it is nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, for Division 7, First team, Fairfield's Brody Smith. Manchester, Parker Hayslip. Neither of those are a surprise at all for Division 7. Two outstanding players. On second team is White Oak's Brady Brandenburg, and for Fairfield, Griffin Friend and Quentin McIntosh, both making second team. For third team, Sawyer Blair from White Oak making that. And then for honorable mentions, Caleb Rice from Fairfield and also Braylon Rickett from Manchester, as well as Christopher Wessner for White Oak. And then again, another Shack coach, Quentin Williams, for your Division 7 co-coach of the year. They did also name from Portsmouth Clay, Larry Howe. So 3 for 3 on Shack coaches.
And that's an example that I'm talking about. You take your first two teams there, half of them are out of the Shack.
Yeah, pretty nice.
Yeah.
Gotta like it. All right, again, I do apologize for not having the Southwest District with me to talk about those. Maybe somebody out there listening from Fayetteville could send that to me if you've got my number. We'd be glad to talk about that as well. All right, we're going to take another quick break as we continue the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show. When we come back, I'm going to tell you about North Adams and Southeastern Ross, what both teams have done this season. We're back with more of the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show right here on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
The Dickey Group invites you to explore country living at its finest. Visit thedickeygroup.com to see pictures of a 30-acre livestock farm with a 3-bedroom, 2-bath Blair home that has a covered front porch and covered rear deck and is located on a quiet dead-end road minutes from the Tranquility Wildlife Area. This property features a 32 by 36 heated garage, a 36 by 46 livestock and machinery barn, and a 40 by 60 barn with concrete floor, electric, and water. Call Jeff Dickey or one of his agents to schedule your tour today. Big box home improvement stores don't brag about their customer service and knowledgeable staff, and that's because they rarely have either one. Do you really want electrical and plumbing advice from a person who was assembling patio furniture yesterday? Nope. Get what you need from the pros at West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply. They now have an expanded hardware line to complement the electrical and plumbing parts, plus handy tips and advice to help you get the job done. West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply, 1 block south of the courthouse on Walnut Street in West Union.
When precision matters above and below the surface, trust the local experts at Eagle Creek Drilling Company of West Union, Ohio. They handle private utility installation from water and electric to septic tanks and gravel driveways. For landowners and hunters, they offer land clearing, mowing, and tree stand preparation to get your property hunt ready. Their experienced crews focus on safety, quality, and results. Visit EagleCreekDrilling.com or call Adam at 937-269-3408. Eagle Creek Drilling Company. Precision you can count.
ProGen's next-generation technology flooring is designed to stand up to the demands of modern life, and it's available now at the Winchester Carpet Outlet. Because ProGen is durable, waterproof, dimensionally stable, and easy to install, it can be used in any room, including rooms that are most prone to moisture and spills, like kitchens and baths. For top-quality flooring, service, and selection at prices that'll floor you, visit the Winchester Carpet Outlet, just off State Route 32 on Tri-County Road, just a few miles west of Winchester, Ohio, and online at winchestercarpetoutlet.com.
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen, to the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show. It's time to talk about what these two teams have done so far this year. North Adams coming into this game with an overall record of, a conference record of 7 wins and 6 losses. That put them in second place in Division 1 of the Shack, behind the Eastern Brown Warriors, who had a pretty impressive season at 12-1 in conference play for Eastern Brown. North Adams, by the way, 12-9 overall, averaging 50.6 points per game and allowing their opponents to score 46 points per game. Now, one thing that bothers me a little bit, North Adams is on a 4-game losing streak, with all 4 of those games being on the road. Now, that's okay versus tonight, of course, because, well, they're at home, and that's where they seem to do a little bit better. Those losses, by the way, were to Wheelersburg by 10 points, Eastern by 22 points, Uniota by 23 points, and Fairfield in their last loss in regular season play by just 4 points. Now, looking at Southeastern Ross, they were 5-9 in conference play. They finished in 5th place in the Scioto Valley Conference, 7-15 overall, averaging 42.3 points per game. Well, that's about 8 points less than our North Adams Green Devils, and allowing their opponents to score 48.5 points per game. That's underwater. And Carl, as you put your headset on there, Carl, I was talking about how they're underwater, the Southeastern Ross Panthers. That's not the way you want to be, allowing your opponents to score an average of more points than you do.
That's right. It's tough to be winning games when you're getting outscored.
Yeah, it certainly is. Southeastern Ross is on a 2-game losing streak, and they only won 2 games out of their last 10. So looking at basically the gist of the second half of their season, only 2 wins there. Also, North Adams and Southeastern have already played this season, and North Adams won that one. In that matchup, this final score was 39-30. That was back on January 3rd. Scoring by the quarters in that game. I know I've got that here somewhere. Here we go. North Adams outscored Southeastern Ross in the first quarter by 8 points, 13-5. They outscored them in the second quarter by 4 points, 10-6. But again, here's another thing I don't like. Southeastern Ross actually won the third and fourth quarter. Southeastern Ross outscored North Adams by 1 point in the third, 8-7, and outscored them by 2 points in the fourth and final, 11-9. But again, North Adams coming out on top by 9, 39-30.
Well, one thing when you look at that, though, that's coming out of Christmas break.
Yeah.
And North Adams did have the Holiday Classic going on, too. We don't know, was Southeastern's legs tired coming into that? North Adams could have been a little bit, too.
Yep, could have been. So let's hope, again, we just turn out on the positive side tonight and move on in tournament action. That's the important thing. And, again, we'll talk about where and when that next game will be as well. So stick with us. We've got more of the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show coming up right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
In basketball, you win with a strong team and a solid game plan. Farming's no different, and that's why it helps to have local friends like Winchester Ag Service on your roster. Their focus is meeting the agricultural needs of producers across Southern Ohio. Winchester Ag Service is a channel seed dealer offering crop chemicals, dry and liquid fertilizer, and a full-service grain elevator. For more information and current grain market prices, visit winchesteragservice.com or stop by their locations in Winchester and Georgetown. Winchester Ag Service, strong partner from tip-off to harvest.
Hello, this is Tammy Crothers from Roush Insurance. Our agency has been here for over 80 years, so please keep us in mind if you're looking for a more competitive quote on any of your insurance needs. You can stop by the office at 313 East Main Street, West Union, or give us a call at 937-544-3123.
While college tuition continues to skyrocket, skilled trades offer a pathway to a successful career without a heavy financial burden. At the Ohio Valley Career and Technical Center, we are pioneering pathways to your success by providing hands-on vocational training in high-demand programs where students can gain real-world skills and still enjoy all the benefits of going to school, like playing sports and pursuing college classes. Enrollment is based on program availability, so you don't have to live in Adams County to attend. Speak to your guidance counselors to see how the Ohio Valley CTC can help you create a better tomorrow.
At Primary Plus, we're more than just a healthcare provider. Since 1983, we have been proudly serving communities across northeastern Kentucky, providing state-of-the-art care to the region we call home.
Being able to spend time with patients is really what does make the biggest difference.
My goal is to get you as well as I can so that you don't need a doctor as often.
With expert clinicians offering personalized care in pediatrics, mental health, pharmacy, dental, and so much more. We're more than your family doctor. We're your doctor in the family.
Back courtside to more of the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show. Before we get into more about basketball, I want to have a quick conversation with Sally Anderson, the head coach for the North Adams Cheerleaders. Sally, tell us about the exciting trip you guys had a couple weeks ago to Florida.
Oh, yes, the end of January. It was a once-in-a-lifetime trip.
Did the girls have fun?
Oh, they did. It was something that they will never forget. But in order to go, you have to qualify. and you have to attend a regional qualifier. And we attended the regional qualifier in Lexington. It's called the Bluegrass Regionals in November. So we knew at that point we were eligible to go because we received a bid. So then we had to fundraise, and the community here is unreal. They made sure that these kids got that trip. The amount of things that they did, the fundraising and the donations, it was just so heartwarming to watch them make sure these kids got to do this. And the end of January, we loaded up and off to Disney World we went.
Now, how did you do in the Nationals?
We placed 6th in the intermediate division, which was just mind-blowing.
Yeah.
It is such a big stage. I mean, just the atmosphere itself is unreal. And we got to go and practice on all the big fields that you see everybody doing at the college nationals. It was an experience that we will never forget.
Now, how did the girls like getting to see the best of the best in the nation?
Oh, there were the best of the best in the nation was definitely there. We were in the intermediate division because we have been up until 4 years ago just competing in this area, which is a different animal.
Right.
And now that we've started stepping out and going to bigger competitions, the amount of talent is insane. So we have a ways to go to get to that point,
right.
But we are on the right road.
Right. It takes a while to build a program.
It does.
And you've been building this program for quite some time.
Yes.
But again, this is another level.
This is another level.
Yeah.
Yes.
And now the girls know what that looks like.
Oh, yes. They know what that looks like, and they had a taste of it, and they were excited to get to have that opportunity. And just to watch them compete at that level, it was just the best experience ever.
Now, how do you take your team to that next level? I know you guys practice a tremendous amount already.
Yes, we do. We just have to improve our skill sets. We have to make our stunts harder, and that is a lot of physical training, a lot of physical strength, and then they just have to have the mindset that that is what they want to do. You can have the best team in the world, and if the heart's not there and the mindset's not there, it doesn't matter. It's just like a basketball team.
Yeah. Now, cheerleading is a new sport recognized by the OHSAA, and didn't you guys go to something with the state as well?
We did. We last Sunday attended OASSA, which is now in partnership with OHSAA, and it was the state finals where we won Division 5 building champions. So we are a three-peat at Division 5 building champions at the state level.
That's pretty cool.
Yes.
Anybody else in the shack make it to that level?
Peebles made it to finals last year. They didn't go this year. It's not a have-to thing. It's an if-you-want-to thing.
Okay.
And they placed second. So first and second in Division 5 last year came back to Adams County, which I thought was a pretty exciting thing. But Adams County is a little bit ahead of a lot of the state because a lot of the state has been non-building.
Well, that's not normal.
No, usually we're not. But they've been non-building for years where we have always been building. So now we just kind of have to up the game a little bit because now here they come.
Yeah, awesome.
So I want to ask you a question, though, because I remember doing the ball games at Christmas here.
Yes.
And we had all that weather come in right at that time. Were you a little nervous about getting the kids down there?
We were, and the other problem was we weren't able to have practice the week before we went when we needed to be in here every day. Mother Nature said, nah, it's okay, you can stay home.
Right.
So, yeah, but we all got down there safely, and we all got back, and I just kind of held my breath, but at the end of the day, it all worked out.
How many kids, that was their first time flying?
Just a couple.
Okay.
Just a couple. But everybody got, we had parents, we had family down there for like all of them pretty much. And it was awesome. And then we had several community members that just went to watch. They had, they didn't have cheerleaders there, but we had a really good crowd that showed up in Orlando, Florida at ESPN.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, Sally, thank you very much for talking to us here as part of our Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show. That was a wonderful accomplishment for all of the community, all of the shack, and for North Adams.
And we represented every one of them.
All right, awesome. Thanks, Sally.
Thank you.
All right, we'll take another break. We're back with more of the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Maysville Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're incredibly affordable with the lowest tuition rates in the entire state, accelerated with programs that can lead immediately to great careers, and personalized with small classes and hands-on learning. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at maysville.kctcs.edu.
Are you looking for an agent who is more than just a salesman? Learn the difference with Allstate agent Chris Munn. Serving the area for over 20 years, Chris and his staff strive to make personal connections so they can provide the best coverage for everyone. Spring is quickly approaching, so don't forget to grab coverage on your spring and summer equipment. Motorcycles, boats, campers, ATVs, all of these are covered when you choose Chris Munn with Allstate Insurance. Call 937-444-2000 or visit his office in Mount Orb to see what Chris can do for you.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Welcome back courtside to the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show. We've reached the point where we would like to talk about the rosters for both ball clubs, presented by Maculac Tire Service in Hillsboro. Carl, let's start with the Southeastern Ross Panthers.
All right, thank you, Ken. They're coached by Brian Alley, assisted by Ethan Carroll, Jeff Dresbach, and Mitch Holton. The players are Landon Smith, number 1, a 5'7" junior. Davis Wireman, number 2, a 5'7" sophomore. 6'4" and a junior, Brandon Burns, number 3. Cage Cheadle, number 4, a 6' senior. Also at 6 foot and a sophomore is Gabe Oates, wearing number 11. Number 20, Brevin Strasburg, a 6'3" senior. Also a senior, a big man at 6'6", Landon Brown, number 31. Drake Winnington, number 33, a 6'3" sophomore, and Seth Smith, number 50, a 6'3" senior.
All right, that's a look at the roster for the Southeastern Ross Panthers. We'll be back to talk about the home team, our North Adams Green Devils, right after this on the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well, and have since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in you hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief.
Hungry for a deal to let you mix it up your way? Introducing the Snappy Savers Menu, only at Snappy. Grab any 2 or more favorites for just $6.99 each. We're talking medium one-topping pizza, cheesy bread, calzones, boneless wings, Cinnabread, and oh yeah, our new pepperoni rolls and mozzarella sticks. Pick, mix, match, and save. Your wallet might even send you a thank you card. Visit Snappy or order at snappytomato.com. Limited time only. Participation may vary.
Hi, I'm Brett McFarland. For 4 generations, Barry Chevrolet in West Union, Ohio has been family owned and proudly serving our community with honest deals and hometown care. Looking for a new Chevrolet or a dependable used vehicle? Come see why families have trusted Barry's for decades, with friendly service, affordable prices, and payments that work for you. Check out Barry's full selection online at barrychevrolet.com and like us on Facebook. Together, let's drive to your best deal dealer.
Talking to your kids about substance use can be difficult, but it's a conversation that needs to happen. In a recent survey, 1 in 10 Adams County High School students say that they have consumed alcohol on one or more occasions in the last month. And yet, more than half of those same students say that their parents have not discussed the dangers of alcohol, tobacco, vapes, or drugs. Talk to your kids. They're listening. This message brought to you by the Adams County Youth Prevention Coalition.
As we come back, we continue the Southern Hills Community Bank tip-off show with a look at the North Adams Green Devils. Our roster is brought to you by Mackulac Tire Service. Carl, let's talk about North Adams.
All right, players for North Adams. 0, Jesse Kennedy, a 6'2" junior. Caleb Eldridge wearing the 1, 6'1" senior. Also a senior at 5'11", Preston Call, number 3. Number 4, Caleb Brown, a 6'1" junior. Maverick Winkler, number 5, a 5'9" freshman. A 6'2" junior, Thaddeus Moore, number 11. Dalton Pence will wear the 12 at 6'1" and a senior. Another senior at 5'9" is Colin Toll wearing the 20. Number 21, Jackson Baldwin, 6'1" sophomore. Carson Davis, a 6'3" sophomore, will wear the 23. Number 24, Bryson Bolton, a 6'2" junior. And also junior, another big man at 6'4", Jackson Harper, number 34. They are coached by Austin McCormack, who is still yet to appear tonight.
He's here.
He just walked in. And assisted by Ryan Unger, Brock Pistol, Sam Lammers, Mark Willett. AD is Katie Reagan, Principal Carl Berger. The interim superintendent is Greg Grooms.
All right, let's also talk about those North Adams Green Devil cheerleaders.
We have Bentley Schweikert, Carly Garrison, Emma Jones, Hannah Hessler, Julia Wagner, Carissa Ham, Kensley Cornett, Kensley Mathias, Mia Scales, Abby Fields, Aubrey Gill, Brooklyn Mahan, Kara Scales, Lena Pistol, Mila Wolke, and Riley Kirker, and they are coached, as you just heard, from Sally Anderson.
All right, that's a look at the roster for the North Adams Green Devils. We're back with more of the Southern Hills Community Bank tip-off show right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
Get ready for the stars to align.
Turnaround jumper, Vance buries it!
The 41st annual C103 Shack Senior All-Star Game is coming Saturday, March 28th to North Adams High School.
McLaughlin for a short jumper, it's good.
Featuring girls and boys All-Star Games and the All-Star Cheerleaders.
Feldhouse, the big guy, drives the left side of the lane, puts it up and in.
Plus, we'll award thousands of dollars in scholarships to our local student athletes.
Left side, but it's stuck back by Hayslip, up and in.
Mark your calendars now. We'll see you there. If pre-planning your funeral is the furthest thing from your mind, take a moment to reflect on some of the things closest to your heart, such as your family and friends. Pre-planning your funeral will spare them the burden of making difficult decisions at a difficult time. For information about pre-planning a funeral, visit WallaceThompsonFuneralHomes.com or contact the family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes with locations in Peebles, Seaman, and Winchester. Trust in the family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes, providing the care and service that you and your family deserve.
At the National Bank of Adams County, we have a lot more than money invested in Adams County. We've invested our time, our interests, our heritage. We were born here and have been an important part of this community for years. That's why we can offer financial services that truly meet your needs. If you're looking for a bank that keeps its focus local, look to us at 218 North Market Street in West Union. We're ready to help you grow your business or your family, and that will help this community grow as well.
The National Bank of Adams County, keeping it local. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
At courtside to the Southern Hills Community Bank tip-off show, joining us for a very quick conversation, a special interview with head coach Austin McCormack. Coach McCormack, congratulations. We understand you have started your family.
Yep, very thankful. My wife Delaney gave birth to our first son, Max, 9 pounds, 6 ounces, 22 inches. Everything's good with both of them, and just couldn't be any more thankful and any more proud of her. I know I couldn't have done it, so just thankful that the Southeast District allowed us to move this game back and that Southeastern agreed to it, and just incredibly thankful.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for stopping by, Austin, having a quick conversation with us. Head coach Austin McCormack. Yeah, if you did not know, his wife gave birth this week and just brought the baby home today, and that is the reason why we're starting 45 minutes later than we had than this game was scheduled to be. So,
and he said he just walked in the door too. So good thing they did move it back.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, because you hadn't even spotted him yet.
No.
Yeah. So awesome. All right, we're going to take another quick break. We've got more to go here on our Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxter Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxter Tractor.
Creating a memorial to honor a lost loved one is a time-honored tradition. Whether it's a graveside monument, a cremation monument, or a pet memorial, the craftsmen at People's Monument Company will walk you through every step of the process, from concept to completion. Visit People's Monument Company, located on North Main Street in Peebles, and online at peoplesmonument.com. Choose People's Monument Company because sharing the life story of a loved one with those who matter most isn't just important today, it's important forever. The Dickey Group invites you to explore country living at its finest. Visit thedickeygroup.com to see pictures of a 30-acre livestock farm with a 3-bedroom, 2-bath Blair home that has a covered front porch and covered rear deck and is located on a quiet dead-end road minutes from the Tranquility Wildlife Area. This property features a 32 by 36 heated garage, a 36 by 46 livestock and machinery barn, and a 40 by 60 barn with concrete floor, electric, and water. Call Jeff Dickey or one of his agents to schedule your tour today. Big box home improvement stores don't brag about their customer service and knowledgeable staff, and that's because they rarely have either one. Do you really want electrical and plumbing advice from a person who was assembling patio furniture yesterday? Nope. Get what you need from the pros at West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply. They now have an expanded hardware line to complement the electrical and plumbing parts, plus handy tips and advice to help you get the job done. West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply, 1 block south of the courthouse on Walnut Street in West Union. Talk about some interesting stats for you for North Adams. Carl and I just noticed something really interesting. A couple of the losses this year for North Adams were because they had low-scoring games. In both of those, one to Lynchburg Clay, the other one to Fayetteville. They only scored 38 points in those games. Well, they only scored 39 when they beat Southeastern Ross. So kind of interesting there. Also, when they lost to Eastern, that would have been their lowest scoring game of the year. They only scored 24 points in that game. So North Adams, of course, again, they're in their home gym, and I think that's a key thing, Carl, because they tend to shoot well at home.
Right, and the other thing on that is they can have a low-scoring game, but their defense is going to keep them into the game also, because the other teams were low-scoring at that point, too, to still keep it close.
Right.
And so, you know, that's something we need to look at. And if Southeastern Ross, they've already played them once, a low-scoring game, they know the way they're going to do it is to keep it low.
Right. Yeah, I'm sure they've poured through the stats, looked at what the scores have been like this year for North Adams, and they will try to keep it low, if I had to guess. Looking at the stats from the last time these two teams met, Jesse Kennedy, who is the second highest scorer on the team, he averages 12.7 points per game. He only had 10 in that one, so that's 2.7 below his average.
Yeah, and that's I don't think we'll see that tonight. I think he'll score.
Right. I certainly hope so.
Yeah.
Another one was Carson Davis. Carson only had 9 points in that game. He leads the team in scoring at 14.1 points per game. So he was 5 points off of his mark when they played Southeastern Ross. Again, North Adams won that game, but just things that worry us.
Right, and when you look at his other stats too, he averages 6.6 on rebounds. So when you had that low of a scoring game, he probably wasn't getting offensive rebounds and easy putbacks also. So I think that could be key tonight too, is watching his rebounding stats at the same time.
Thaddeus Moore, who was the third highest average on the team at 7.9, well, he had 7 when they faced off against the Panthers last time, so he was only 1 point
he was on
off
track.
the mark there. Yeah. Team totals, well, let's see. They had 28 rebounds in that game. They actually, that's a little above their average. They only averaged 24.4 rebounds per game, so they were 4 above their average on rebounds. Assists, well, they were off the mark there. Only 4 assists where they average 11, only 5 steals, and they average 8.7 per game on the season.
I think turnovers are key. What did they have turnovers that game?
They averaged 10.1 per game, and they had 10 in that game.
Okay, all right.
So that was right at their average.
I was wondering if that was a little, maybe they had a bad floor game or something that night.
Another thing that can make you lose games are too many fouls. They had 14 in that game. That's not too bad, and they only average 11.3 as a team.
Yeah.
So not a big stat there either. All right, we're going to take another quick break. We are getting near the national anthem, so we'll be back in just a moment right here on the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
When precision matters above and below the surface, trust the local experts at Eagle Creek Drilling Company of West Union, Ohio. They handle private utility installation from water and electric to septic tanks and gravel driveways. For landowners and hunters, they offer land clearing, mowing, and tree stand preparation to get your property hunt ready. Their experienced crews focus on safety, quality, and results. Visit EagleCreekDrilling.com or call Adam at 937-269-3408. Eagle Creek Drilling Company. Precision you can count.
ProGen's next-generation technology flooring is designed to stand up to the demands of modern life, and it's available now at the Winchester Carpet Outlet. Because ProGen is durable, waterproof, dimensionally stable, and easy to install, it can be used in any room, including rooms that are most prone to moisture and spills, like kitchens and baths. For top-quality flooring, service, and selection at prices that'll floor you, visit the Winchester Carpet Outlet, just off State Route 32 on Tri-County Road, just a few miles west of Winchester, Ohio, and online at winchestercarpetoutlet.com.
Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show, and right as we come back, I just want to mention that the winner of this game is going to play on Tuesday, 8 o'clock at Waverly. We'll have that game for you on 99.5 The Edge and Good Guys Radio TV. We're going to honor America here courtside. We're back after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
In basketball, you win with a strong team and a solid game plan. Farming's no different, and that's why it helps to have local friends like Winchester Ag Service on your roster. Their focus is meeting the agricultural needs of producers across Southern Ohio. Winchester Ag Service is a channel seed dealer offering crop chemicals, dry and liquid fertilizer, and a full-service grain elevator. For more information and current grain market prices, visit winchesteragservice.com or stop by their locations in Winchester and Georgetown. Winchester Ag Service, strong partner from tip-off to harvest.
Hello, this is Tammy Crothers from Roush Insurance. Our agency has been here for over 80 years, so please keep us in mind if you're looking for a more competitive quote on any of your insurance needs. You can stop by the office at 313 East Main Street, West Union, or give us a call at 937-544-3123.
While college tuition continues to skyrocket, skilled trades offer a pathway to a successful career without a heavy financial burden. At the Ohio Valley Career and Technical Center, we are pioneering pathways to your success by providing hands-on vocational training in high-demand programs where students can gain real-world skills and still enjoy all the benefits of going to school, like playing sports and pursuing college classes. Enrollment is based on program availability, so you don't have to live in Adams County to attend. Speak to your guidance counselors to see how the Ohio Valley CTC can help you create a better tomorrow.
Time to wrap up the Southern Hills Community Bank Tip-Off Show. We're going to talk about our starters for both ball clubs, brought to you by Matt Gillack Tire Service in Hillsboro.
All right, let's take a look at the Southeastern Ross Panthers. We have number 1, Landon Smith, 5'7" junior. Number 3, Braden Burns, a 6'4" junior. Number 4, Cage Chittle, a 6' senior. Gabe Oates, number 11, a 6' sophomore. And Brevin Strasbaugh, a 6'3" senior, wearing number 20. When you take a look at these boys, the size is really big compared to North Adams, physically across the shoulders and that, because it's a football school. And I think some of these boys, when you look at them, they play football.
Yes, I would agree. Also, North Adams is not overly blessed with height.
Yes.
As well, and although Landon Brown, the 6'6" senior, not starting, so I don't know how much he plays or what we're going to see out of the 6'6" senior, but hopefully he's not out on the floor a whole lot, because North Adams doesn't have anybody really to stack up against 6'6".
Yeah. And for the starters for the Green Devils, Jesse Kennedy, 0, a 6'2" junior. Thaddeus Moore, number 11, a 6'2" junior. Dalton Pence, a 6'1" senior. Number 12, number 20, Colin Toll, 5'9" senior. And number 3, Carson Davis, a 6'3" sophomore. We have referees tonight: Chase Hiles, Judd White, and Dave Hopkins.
All right, we are set and ready to go for tip-off. The Panthers, by the way, and they're visiting blue uniforms with white numerals. And on the flip side are North Adams Green Devils in their home whites with gold numerals and green stripes.
Another thing that's key, I think, is Panthers only have 9 on their roster. So it's going to see how depth goes and how foul situations goes also. If they can get someone in foul trouble, that depth could really come into play.
I agree, Carl. Tipping it up is going to be Burns on the side of the Southeastern Ross Panthers, and on the other side was Davis. Southeastern Ross had the tip, but guess what? A steal by North Adams. We go back the other direction. With it on the left side is going to be Toll. They'll pass it out to Moore, and then around to the right side with it is going to be Kennedy. He'll load one from the top of the key for a 3, and it's good.
He's making my prediction look good right now.
Yes. We like it when they do that.
Yeah.
Burns with the basketball, bringing it up. It's going to be Smith. With it over on the right side, Burns, and a kick as the basketball will go out of bounds. Good defense by North Adams.
Yeah, what I really like is the aggressiveness North Adams is playing on defense. A foot in the passing lane and a hand getting that steal the first trip down.
Stick with us after the basketball game. We will talk to head coach Austin McCormack. We'll have a talk about the game versus his new family with the baby this week. And over and back as a turnover created by North Adams. The turnover is the Panthers turning it over, but that was caused by North Adams.
A couple trips down the floor, 2 takeaways, and also a tip ball. Nice defense.
Green Devils will have the basketball. With it out top is going to be Moore. Moore off the screen, goes right, drives in, up off the glass. It's good.
Great screen set there, open up that lane. Getting that basket was Moore, his first points.
They get a 5-0 score. Full court pressure being applied by North Adams. Panthers struggling with it. They'll go into the right side corner to Oates. Now inside to Strasbaugh. And on a turnaround, Strasbaugh is fouled. Basket was no good, but he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
That's going to be Jesse Kennedy committing that foul, his first, team's first.
Our conversation with head coach Austin McCormack will be brought to you by ACRMC Family Medicine. They sponsor our Coach's Comment Show. First free throw rims out. We also want to thank First State Bank for making this broadcast possible. Learn more about First State Bank at your local branch in Southern Ohio or Northern Kentucky, or visit them online at fsb4me.com. That's the number 4me.com. Second shot missed, but guess what? Strasbaugh is going right back to the free throw line.
No, it's going to be on the floor, I think.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
But got tipped around and ended up coming right back to the shooter. North Adams couldn't hang on to it.
That's going to be Pence with the foul.
They go back inside to Strasbaugh. The turnaround this time is off the glass and good.
You can't give them that many opportunities to score.
Yep, you're eventually going to make them. Baseline shot for two. It's good by Colin Toll. Make it a 7-2 score. North Adams on top, applying full court pressure. It's a zone trap in the backcourt. Panthers able to get over top of it. Smith will have it. Now they go to Strasbaugh down low. Back out to Smith. They will reverse right side to Burns. Burns with a hook pass into Strasbaugh. He's trying to create some space.
Travel.
Yep. One too many steps. Turnover, Panthers.
That's a good play in the NBA, but not here.
Right. On the NBA, you hardly have to dribble anymore.
That's right. You can take 2 dribbles and go the length of the floor and be good.
Right. For the basketball, it's going to be Thaddeus Moore out top for the Green Devils. Moore off the screen, goes right. Still out behind the three-point arc. Feeds it into the corner to Toll. Back to Moore, and then Toll again as they work it around left side to Pence. He'll drive in. Scoop shot up. It's good. They'll count it, and he's fouled.
Colin Pence with the drive to the right side. He did a great fake with a ball fake to the left, and the defender shifted on, and he opened up the lane for himself.
And he was able to keep the ball out away from the defender so he could still get a shot off while drawing that foul with the body.
And used the board nice also.
Bonus shot by Pence is good.
Pence is a 46% free throw shooter, so he'll take that start.
Smith with the basketball, dribbles through the pressure, feeds it down low to Oates. Oates has his shot blocked. And on the rebound, Oates ends up getting it back. And a stick back is good, and he's fouled. Well, unfortunately, we're going to see a bonus shot on the other end as well.
That foul is going to be on number 11. Thaddeus Moore. I thought he held up number 23, though.
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
23. Free throw, no good. With the basketball on the rebound is Moore. Moore pushes it up the floor. Out top, it'll go to Kennedy. Now right side to Davis. Davis lets the cutter go by. Passes out top to Toll. Then the left side wing Moore. And then Kennedy in the corner. And they'll reverse it around to the right side. North Adams working the arc. Out top, Pence for three. It's good. Timeout on the floor called by the Panthers. We're going to take one as well. North Adams on top, 13-4 with 5:05 to go in the first quarter. We're back after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
At Primary Plus, we're more than just a healthcare provider. Since 1983, we have been proudly serving communities across northeastern Kentucky, providing state-of-the-art care to the region we call home.
Being able to spend time with patients is really what does make the biggest difference.
My goal is to get you as well as I can so that you don't need a doctor as often.
With expert clinicians offering personalized care in pediatrics, mental health, pharmacy, dental, and so much more. We're more than your family doctor. We're your doctor in the family.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Maysville Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're incredibly affordable with the lowest tuition rates in the entire state, accelerated with programs that can lead immediately to great careers, and personalized with small classes and hands-on learning. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at maysville.kctcs.edu.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We apologize. We thought it was a 60-second timeout. It was only a 30. We missed Oates with a basket down underneath as the Panthers were able to beat the press that time to make it 13-6. And then coming back the other direction, it was Carson Davis driving in and getting two, although he misses the bonus. He was fouled on that. So our current score, as we take a look at our H&R Block scoreboard update, brought to you by the tax professionals at H&R Block in West Union. It's 15-6. North Adams leading, and North Adams with a steal, or I should say turnover, for Southeastern Ross. Fadeaway shot off the hands of Moore, no good on the rebound. It'll go out of bounds off the Panthers.
Yeah, the turnovers are adding up for the Panthers. They've got 4 already in the game early here, not even halfway through the first quarter. Substitution coming into the game, as you had talked about, Landon Brown, the 6'6" senior, does make it first man off the bench.
Smith with the basketball, dribbles out to the right side. Man-to-man defense being applied. Hook pass goes into Strasbaugh. Strasbaugh passes out top to Burns, and then they'll go left side Smith. Strasbaugh comes to get it. They lob it into the big guy Brown. Turn around off the glass and good.
That's tough to defend.
Yes, it is. Most definitely tough to defend that. North Adams with the basketball. Over on the right side, and they kick it out top. Kennedy for three. It bangs home.
And that's how you beat that real quick.
Yep.
5 points for Kennedy.
Burns across the timeline as again they handle the pressure okay. Strasbaugh baseline 10 feet out. It's good.
Strasbaugh now with 4.
Both teams shooting extremely well in this first quarter. Moore with it. Kicks it out left side corner to Pence. Now to Davis and then Kennedy. Kennedy off the screen by Davis. It's
nice.
A pick and roll. Down inside, Davis couldn't get it to go, but he's fouled.
Davis did a good job of just getting that ball up in the air because he had caught himself up in the air and really just knew he had to throw it up so he could go to the free throw line.
Basketball and Snappy Tomato Pizza are the perfect pair. Order from your local Snappies in West Union, Seaman, and Maysville. You can download the free Snappy app to unlock some delicious perks. It's also very convenient to order with the app.
Preston Call checks into the game for the Green Devils. 5'11" senior coming in for Southeastern is Drake Whittingham, 6'3" and sophomore. They're adding some big size to the game here in the last 2 substitutions.
So that's probably going to slow them down and take away some ball handling. First free throw by Davis was good, and so is the second one.
Yeah, he was a 68% free throw shooter, and he's shooting 50% now, 2 for 4. Coming into the game, back into the game, it looks like Jesse Kennedy, or Caleb Eldridge checks in.
With the basketball in the backcourt, it's going to be Wireman who checked in. Wireman brings it up the floor. Only some light full court pressure that time. North Adams backed it off a little bit. Out top, they'll get it to Burns. Burns dribbling as they get the offense set. Now Brown, the big guy, pops out left side trying to screen him. That doesn't work. They go to Strasbaugh out top. Now the left side wing to Burns. Wireman comes to get it. Looking inside, lobs it inside. Strasbaugh with a turnaround. Shot no good. Rebound pulled down by Call. Call's going to push it up the floor. Call has it tipped away, and it's a steal. Turnover North Adams. Back the other direction. North Adams able to get a steal. And down underneath Call. Couldn't get the reverse. He was under pressure by Wireman, and it'll end up out of bounds. Off the rebound. They're going to say North Adams touched it last.
Yeah, I'd be pushing on. It looks like they are going to pick up full court this time, North Adams. When you lose some ball handlers in there, this would be a time to put that press on.
Looking to mismatch down here, though.
Yeah. Now you got to get it there first.
Right. Wireman has it. They'll pull off the press and go just to a man-to-man full court. Again, light pressure. Right side, Whittingham. They try to go high post, low post. It works, but Strasbaugh misses the shot. Rebound, Whittingham put back, no good, but he's fouled. Drake Whittingham, the 6'3" sophomore, is going to shoot 2.
Thaddeus Moore picks up the foul. I said this to Ken off air. What I'm not liking right now is the offensive rebounding that's going on. Southeastern Ross is getting them, and they're really attacking the boards, very physical, and that's winning for them right now, especially with that size. And that first free throw is missed by Whittingham.
Yeah, they're getting second chance opportunities that we don't want to see them have.
Yeah, because Carson Davis checks back into the game for North Adams. Yeah, they're having a problem getting the ball into play with 5 turnovers already, but once they get it down there, that's when the problems come, and that second free throw is good.
Makes the score 20-11. North Adams on top. Call with it on the left side wing. Dribbles to the top of the key. Passes right side to Davis. Now they get it to Toll. I'm sorry, that's Moore. Moore out to Call for 3. No good. Long rebound. Strasbaugh has it. They had a player out ahead. They were trying to cherry pick. It didn't seem. They go ahead to Weddington now. Now out top. Burns for 3. Rims out. Rebound pulled down by Moore. Outlet stolen away by Strasbaugh. Driving back in, I believe they're going to get him. Oh, travel. I thought it was going to be a player control foul. Travel's just as good.
Yep.
We'll take that as well.
And then New into the game, or back into the game, is Gage Cheadle, a 6-foot senior for Southeastern Ross.
Again, H&R Block in West Union. It's tax season, folks. Jeff Newman and his staff would love to help you out with your taxes. They sponsor our scoreboard update with 1:23 to go in the first quarter. It's 20-11. North Adams leading. Davis falls down, and that's a travel for him. Just lost his feet.
Got 3 turnovers to the Green Devils. 20 points here already in this first quarter. That's doubles or half of what they had the first game.
That's true. Hadn't thought about that. We were worried about a low score. So far, it looks like it might be a high score. That usually works out well. Brown with it. Out to Wireman for a 3. Off the mark. Rebound fought for dual possession. No, they're going to say Southeastern Ross was out of bounds with it. All right, so we'll take that as well. That way we don't lose a possession arrow if we had it. I'm not sure which way the possession arrow is. With it is going to be Moore. No full court pressure out of the Panthers yet. Moore off the screen, goes right, gets all the way down to the baseline and loses it away. Tried to knock it off the Panthers, but it didn't work.
That's 3 trips in a row there of turnovers into the game as Gabe Oates for the Panthers. Right now, look at the size difference out there for Southeastern Ross.
Well, it's a little better now.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as it was just a few plays ago, but you're right. They do still have, they've got Whittington and Brown, who are both quite a bit taller than North Adams. Cheadle, hook pass into Whittington, couldn't hang on to it. That's a turn. Well, he was able to knock it off of off Eldridge to save the possession. Maybe that's why those big guys aren't in there so much. They might not have the best of hands.
Yeah.
Inbound to Cheadle for a 3. It's good.
Cheadle with his first points of the night.
Back to a 6-point lead. Cuts it back to a 6-point lead. With the basketball out top's going to be Call. Goes left side to Davis. Now out to Call. Right side Toll.
Southeastern's doing a lot better at closing out now on these outside shots where North Adams is getting those early in the game.
North Adams waiting to get a last-second shot. They back off Davis. He goes out to Call, though, down to 4 seconds. Now to Davis. Turnaround jumper. No good. And the rebound control doesn't matter. That's going to do it for the first. 6-point lead for the North Adams Green Devils. 20-14 over top of the Panthers. We're back with second quarter action after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Are you looking for an agent who is more than just a salesman? Learn the difference with Allstate agent Chris Munn. Serving the area for over 20 years, Chris and his staff strive to make personal connections so they can provide the best coverage for everyone. Spring is quickly approaching, so don't forget to grab coverage on your spring and summer equipment. Motorcycles, boats, campers, ATVs, all of these are covered when you choose Chris Munn with Allstate Insurance. Call 937-444-2000 or visit his office in Mount Orb to see what Chris can do for you.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
41st annual C103 Shack Senior All-Star Game is set for Saturday, March 28th, right here at North Adams High School. Join us as we honor the seniors of 2026 one final time.
Ken, in that first quarter, 64% shooting for the Green Devils from the field, 7 for 11, and the Panthers were 6 for 10 at 60%. Don't see both over 60% usually in a quarter, and you called that. You said that the shooting was really strong in that first quarter.
It was. North Adams with it, although they cooled off a little late, but I guess that was really the turnovers. Give and go. Davis up and in from the left side layup. It's good.
Davis now with 4.
Full court pressure. Panthers struggling. Oh, might have got away with a foul there, but it'll be out of bounds. No, they are going to call the foul. All right.
Dalton Pence picks up his second.
Yeah, just a little too aggressive on the defense.
Landon Smith checks into the game, taking a seat as Davis Wireman.
Strasbaugh will inbound right in front of us to Smith. Going to work it with Cheadle across the timeline, back to Smith. Smith dribbles to the right side wing, goes into Strasbaugh. Strasbaugh, and he does a good job controlling. He's got a lot of body control and waits to get the right opening to get the shot off.
Yeah, a couple nice little ball fakes there to get and a sweep through to get his shot off. 6 points for him.
Makes the score 22-16. Davis on the drive has it tipped away, and a steal as the Panthers come up with it. Too many turnovers for North Adams.
That's 5.
Ahead they go to Smith. Smith in the paint, stops and pops. It's good. A little bit of a run going here, Carl.
Yeah, Smith with his first points of the night.
They've chipped it down to a 4-point lead. Kennedy with it out top.
What was it one time, about 10?
Yes, they had a 10-point lead. Davis to Pence. Now back to the left side. With it is going to be Kennedy. Kennedy trying to get off of a screen. Passes out in the corner. Pence for a 3. That one's good. We'll take that. We needed that.
That's how you stop a run real quick. That's 9 points for Pence already. Average is only 4.5. He's going to have a great game.
Cheadle with the basketball out top against the man-to-man. Hands it off on the right side to Oates. Oates gets stopped at the free throw line and travels.
That's a third travel for Southeastern Ross. We have a substitution. Braden Burns checks back in, 6'4" junior.
Just as Barry Chevrolet can hook you up with the keys to a new vehicle, we'll give you the keys to the second half in the Barry's Chevrolet halftime. We'll talk about what North Adams will need to do in the second half to stay in control. Davis with it, double teamed to Toll, back out top to Pence. They're paying a lot of attention to Davis and Kennedy.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the reasons Pence is having a nice night.
Yep. Pence with it. He's going to try and drive and was trying to pass it across the lane into the corner to Kennedy, and it ended up going out of bounds. Timeout, North Adams. We'll take 1, 2. We're back after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well, and have since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in you hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief.
Panthers with the basketball out of the timeout. Oates on the right side feeds it in to Burns. Burns gets tied up in a dual possession. Down underneath, and it's going to stay with Southeastern Ross. 5:39 to go in the first half. 25-18 the score, with North Adams leading. Cheadle looking to inbound. Hooks it into Oates in the paint, up and in, off the glass.
He's another one that goes to the basket hard. 6 points for Oates.
Cuts it back to a 5-point lead for North Adams. Kennedy with it out top. Off the screen, dribbles left, passes left to Moore. Moore comes back around the other side. Out on the right side, wing, Toll for a 3. It's no good. Rebound controlled by the Panthers. They're going to try and push it up the floor. Smith stops and pops off the glass. It rims out. Davis pulls down the rebound. Kennedy with the basketball. He'll slow it up out top. Now off the screen. Has the 3 look. That one pops out. Davis with a rebound. Put back. Ooh, missed opportunity there, and then a foul on the rebound committed by the Green Devils. Got to get those bunny shots.
And that foul is going to be on Colin Toll. That'll be his first. Substitution in the game. Preston Call checks back in for the Devils.
Begin your pathway to completion today with Southern State Community College. Visit sscc.edu to learn more about Southern State. We want to give them a big thank you for sponsoring all of our regular season and tournament basketball. That's Southern State Community College. Cheadle to Smith on the wing. Now popping out for it is going to be Oates. Oates will drive, up and in.
Oates with 8.
Back to a 3-point lead for North Adams. That's as close as the Panthers have been since early in this game.
And North Adams is going to have to do something about the inside game on defense. Right now, Southeastern's controlling those boards.
Moore on the drive is called for the travel. Another turnover for the Green Devils.
It's third of this quarter, 7th of the game.
Smith will have it in the backcourt. They'll fall back out of the full court pressure. Smith out top. Goes to Strasbaugh. Strasbaugh to Cheadle out top. Now to Smith on the left side wing. They'll reverse right side Burns. Back to Strasbaugh. Got to the elbow. High post, low post, and we've got a foul called against North Adams as they try to deny the ball to Oates.
That foul is going to be on Preston Call. That'll be his first.
Was on the floor, and I believe that's only the third team foul. Is that right?
Yeah.
Cheadle looking to inbound. Goes out top to Smith. Left side, Burns. Into Oates. Loads it from the free throw line. It's no good. They might have rushed the shot there as Kennedy ends up with a rebound. Kennedy out top. Goes left side to Call. Now to Kennedy in the corner. Back out top to Moore. Right side, Toll. And then Call again. Call's going to drive the baseline. Dishes off inside. Shot up, no good by Toll. Just a touch too hard on that one. But a steal, Toll to Call. Call against Strasbaugh, one-on-one, couldn't get it to go. Strasbaugh had the size advantage. Back the other direction. With it is going to be Burns. Gets Strasbaugh on the drive. Shot blocked by Thaddeus Moore. What a block.
I thought it was a foul down at this other end.
Well, we could have got away with one down here with the body, too.
Maybe that's why I didn't go with it.
Yep. I'll take it. Let them play a little bit. Cheadle looking to inbound as the possession belongs to the Panthers. Smith out top as they set the offense. 3:05 to go in the first half. Strasbaugh with it. Still top of the key. Looking inside. Passes left to Cheadle. He tries the three. That one's good. We're tied, Carl.
Cheadle with 6.
2:52 to go in the first half. It's a tie basketball game. North Adams with it. Moore to Kennedy. Kennedy taking his time. Off the screen by Eldridge. Goes right side to Moore. Moore trying to drive in. Out to Call, then Kennedy. Now Davis. Davis is going to try and drive in. Gets past the defense. He's fouled, but it'll be before the shot.
Foul is going to be on 20. That's going to be Bevan Strasbaugh. That's going to be his first.
It'll be an inbound play now for North Adams as we take a look at the H&R Block scoreboard update. Brought to you by the tax professionals at H&R Block in West Union. 2:25 to go in the first half. We're tied at 25 all.
Drake Whittington checks back into the game, 6'3" sophomore.
North Adams will inbound out top to Davis. Kennedy comes to get it. Kennedy goes left. Passes to Moore in the corner. Out top it'll go to Call. Left side, Davis gets it back. Now to Moore. Passed up the three. On the drive, he's fouled again. This one also on the floor, so another inbound play will have to be set by North Adams.
That's going to be on Cheadle. That'll be his second.
Still 2 minutes to go. 2:06 to be exact in the first half. Call with it. Call dribbling out top. Goes in the corner to Davis. Davis to Eldridge. Now Moore with it. They find Call in the corner for the three. That one's no good. Rebound tipped around. Davis gets it. Puts it back up and in.
Davis with 8 points now.
And nice job sticking with it. Almost a turnover. Smith hangs on to it. Finds Cheadle. Now they go in the corner to the big guy. What's he doing shooting threes? That was Whittington. Long rebound back out to Smith. He'll have it left side corner. Cheadle gets it and brings it back out top for the reset. Minute 20 to go.
Cheadle's a strong-looking athlete out there. It wouldn't surprise me he's quarterback on the football team.
Cheadle at the elbow for two. No good. Long rebound. It was tipped away from Call, and another opportunity for the Panthers.
Yeah, this trip is way too many. That's 2 offensive rebounds.
Cheadle with it again. Goes to Whittington at the free throw line for 2. It's no good. Davis with a rebound. Outlet to Kennedy. Here we go. North Adams has to pull it up. They don't have the numbers. Kennedy for 3. No good. But Davis down underneath with a rebound and a putback. No good, but he's fouled. Carson Davis will shoot 2.
That's going to be Landon Smith picking up his first.
Kennedy might have been trying to light a fire with that three-point shot. It was way downtown. Did not drop, but it still worked out okay for the Green Devils, especially if Davis will get both these free throws.
And the first one is up and good. We have substitutions coming in. Wireman checks into the game, and also coming into the game is Landon Brown. And I was wrong on that. Smith, that was his second foul, and Cheadle finally sits down with his second foul.
49 seconds to go. Davis makes them both. That'll put North Adams back on top by 4.
And Colin Toll checks back into the game also.
Full court pressure. It's a zone trap. Panthers with it. Wireman working it along with Burns. Burns almost lost it. Gets ahead to the big guy, Brown. Brown pushes off underneath. Oh. They're going to call it on North Adams. We were hoping to see a player control foul, but they're going to say he was not set, and the foul goes against North Adams. The basket was good, and Brown's going to go to the line for the bonus.
Dalton Pence checks into the game. Taking the seat is Call.
38.7 seconds to go in the first half. Brown, again, the 6'6" senior on the line for a bonus, no good. Long rebound controlled by Toll. Moore's going to bring it up the floor this time. Down to 30 seconds to go in the first half. I think North Adams might be trying to work it a little bit for a final. Moore to Toll, right side corner. Toll trying to work in on the baseline, has to knock it off of Burns. It'll go out of bounds, and it will be North Adams basketball. First, though, a substitution.
Carson Davis checks back in. Taking a seat is Jesse Kennedy. Just noticing, too, the Panthers have played everyone on their roster so far except for one player.
Well, they only have 9.
Right.
North Adams, Kennedy looks to inbound. Gets it to Moore at the elbow. Moore inside the paint. Spin move, step through, no good. Rebound controlled by Strasbaugh. Opportunity here for the Panthers to tie it up. Brown, another big move inside the paint, and we're tied at 29 all as Brown kissed that one off the glass. Last second shot by Kennedy, no good. We will end the first half exactly like we started it, tied 29 all at North Adams High School as we go to the Berries Chevrolet halftime. We're back right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV.
Hungry for a deal to let you mix it up your way? Introducing the Snappy Savers Menu, only at Snappy. Grab any 2 or more favorites for just $6.99 each. We're talking medium one-topping pizza, cheesy bread, calzones, boneless wings, Cinnabread, and oh yeah, our new pepperoni rolls and mozzarella sticks. Pick, mix, match, and save. Your wallet might even send you a thank you card. Visit Snappy or order at snappytomato.com. Limited time only. Participation may vary.
Hi, I'm Brett McFarland. For 4 generations, Barry Chevrolet in West Union, Ohio has been family owned and proudly serving our community with honest deals and hometown care. Looking for a new Chevrolet or a dependable used vehicle? Come see why families have trusted Barry's for decades, with friendly service, affordable prices, and payments that work for you. Check out Barry's full selection online at barrychevrolet.com and like us on Facebook. Together, let's drive to your best deal dealer.
Talking to your kids about substance use can be difficult, but it's a conversation that needs to happen. In a recent survey, 1 in 10 Adams County High School students say that they've consumed alcohol on 1 or more occasions in the last month. And yet, more than half of those same students say that their parents have not discussed the dangers of alcohol, tobacco, vapes, or drugs. Talk to your kids. They're listening. This message brought to you by the Adams County Youth Prevention Coalition.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
Welcome back to the Berry Chevrolet halftime. Scoring by the quarters, two completely different quarters. A 6-point advantage for the Green Devils of North Adams in the first quarter as they outscored Southeastern Ross 20-14. But the second quarter was the flip. Southeastern Ross outscored North Adams by 6 points, 15-9. That puts us tied at 29 all at halftime. Stick with us. We've got more of the Berries Chevrolet halftime coming up right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
Get ready for the stars to align.
Turnaround jumper, bench, buries it!
The 41st annual C103 Shack Senior All-Star Game is coming Saturday, March 28th to North Adams High School.
McLaughlin for a short jumper, it's good.
Featuring girls and boys All-Star Games and the All-Star Cheerleaders.
Feldhouse, the big guy, drives the left side of the lane, puts it up and in.
Plus, we'll award thousands of dollars in scholarships to our local student athletes.
Left side, but it's stuck back by Hayslip up and in.
Mark your calendars now. We'll see you there. If pre-planning your funeral is the furthest thing from your mind, take a moment to reflect on some of the things closest to your heart, such as your family and friends. Pre-planning your funeral will spare them the burden of making difficult decisions at a difficult time. For information about pre-planning a funeral, visit WallaceThompsonFuneralHomes.com or contact the family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes with locations in Peebles, Seaman, and Winchester. Trust in the family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes, providing the care and service that you and your family deserve.
At the National Bank of Adams County, we have a lot more than money invested in Adams County. We've invested our time, our interests, our heritage. We were born here and have been an important part of this community for years. That's why we can offer financial services that truly meet your needs. If you're looking for a bank that keeps its focus local, look to us at 218 North Market Street in West Union. We're ready to help you grow your business or your family, and that will help this community grow as well.
The National Bank of Adams County, keeping it local. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
As we come back to the Berries Chevrolet halftime, we're going to talk about what we saw in that first half. Carl, North Adams shot the lights out in the first quarter, but boy, did they cool off in the second, and turnovers were a bit of a problem.
Yeah, they had 64% shooting in the first, only 23 in the second for 41 for the half. And in turnovers, they had a 7, and they only averaged about 11. You said I think it was 10-something for the game. So they need to look at that. They did settle down a little bit in that second quarter. The Panthers on the other side did settle down. They had 6 right away. Right away. I think I said 5 in the first 4 minutes.
Yeah.
And then it was 8 for the half. They went on shooting 60%, cooled off a little, 54.5 and 57 for the game, and that's the difference. They came back hot still, and North Adams cooled off.
Well, and what we were seeing on the Panthers side, using the height advantage, going inside, getting those shots inside the paint. We don't track whether they're in the paint or out of the paint, but I'll bet that the majority were in the paint.
Yeah, I'd have to say most of them were even inside the volleyball line. They were right up tight. And when I look at that, their free throw shooting, they were only 20%, 1 for 5. So that's telling me that outside that 15-foot range and extended, they may not be good shooters out there.
Yep.
I mean, if you're only shooting 20% from the free throw line, you got a problem when you're wide open to hit a shot. Put a hand in your face, it creates a problem. So North Adams in this second half need to shore up the interior defense down on the low blocks.
And box out,
Yes.
box out, box out.
Yes.
North Adams did not get very many second chance opportunities. When they did, they didn't make them. And on the other end, the Panthers, way too many looks at it.
Yeah, and I think the finesse game for North Adams, they kind of got away from that in the second quarter, where they came out with the pressure on the defense, and they were running, and they were getting some nice outside looks out of it. Coming off of cuts and kicking it back outside, wasn't doing that. And I will say Southeastern Ross is doing a lot better job of closing out. So North Adams wasn't getting those looks that they were getting in the first half of the game.
That you're absolutely correct. I think defensively the Panthers playing probably much better than they did in the first matchup between these two schools. Although again, low score often means good defense. So maybe it's the fact that North Adams is not playing quite as tight a defense as they played the first time these two teams matched up. We often don't like it when teams have already played each other in the regular season. You pretty much know exactly what you're facing.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Well, that's going to do it for the Barry Chevrolet halftime. We're going to take one final break. We're back with second half action right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxter Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxter Tractor.
Creating a memorial to honor a lost loved one is a time-honored tradition. Whether it's a graveside monument, a cremation monument, or a pet memorial, the craftsmen at People's Monument Company will walk you through every step of the process, from concept to completion. Visit People's Monument Company, located on North Main Street in Peebles, and online at peoplesmonument.com. Choose People's Monument Company because sharing the life story of a loved one with those who matter most isn't just important today, it's important forever. The Dickey Group invites you to explore country living at its finest. Visit thedickeygroup.com to see pictures of a 30-acre livestock farm with a 3-bedroom, 2-bath Blair home that has a covered front porch and covered rear deck and is located on a quiet dead-end road minutes from the Tranquility Wildlife Area. This property features a 32x36 heated garage, a 36x46 livestock and machinery barn, and a 40x60 barn with concrete floor, electric, and water. Call Jeff Dickey or one of his agents to schedule your tour today. Big box home improvement stores don't brag about their customer service and knowledgeable staff, and that's because they rarely have either one. Do you really want electrical and plumbing advice from a person who was assembling patio furniture yesterday? Nope. Get what you need from the pros at West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply. They now have an expanded hardware line to complement the electrical and plumbing parts, plus handy tips and advice to help you get the job done. West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply, 1 block south of the courthouse on Walnut Street in West Union.
Welcome back to the second half, ladies and gentlemen. We are set and ready to go. The Green Devils will have the basketball to start the second half. By the way, be sure to listen to each and every broadcast early because we start our broadcast with the Southern Hills Community Bank tip-off show, which includes the Maculac Tire Service starting lineups. And Carl, let's talk about our starting lineups for the second half. Kennedy nails a 3 from the right side to start things off. So he's the starter.
Yes, it looks like we're at Moore also. Pence is out there. Colin, Tall, and Davis. Looks like the same starters for North Adams Green Devils. I think it's also the same. Landon Smith, number 1. See him out there. Burns, Cheadle, Oates, and Strasbaugh.
By the way, Cheadle tried to answer on the Panthers' end. Couldn't get it to go. North Adams had the rebound, or had the rebound, yep. And now they have the basketball. Moore to Kennedy out top. Kennedy guarded man-to-man by Smith. Smith's done a really good job against Kennedy. Now he gets loose. A little bit of an off-balance shot. Couldn't get it to go. Rebound controlled by Burns. Burns ahead to Smith. Back to Burns. Then right side, Strasbaugh. Now they find Smith out on the left side wing. Panthers showing some patience. They don't have that overall height advantage with their starting lineup. Strasbaugh will try a three. That one is good. Nothing but net.
Strasbaugh having a really nice game, 9 points.
We're back to a tie. With it, Kennedy out on the right side wing. Comes off the screen. Step back. 3-point shot. Off the mark. He is having trouble outside. Started off hot early and, of course, made the first basket of the second half, but still struggling just a little bit.
He had a nice ball fake there to get himself open, but just couldn't capitalize on it.
Cheadle has it out top. Looks like he wants to drive. Gets stopped as a double team. Now with it is Oates. He'll drive the left side of the lane and is fouled.
Nice hands there by Davis to keep things active, but I couldn't stop the drive through, and getting that foul is Thaddeus Moore. That'll be his second.
That'll put Oates on the free throw line to shoot 2.
Oates has been there once already tonight. He missed that one.
We'd like to thank another one of our season sponsors, Health Source of Ohio, providing a unique and comprehensive approach to health right in your community.
Oates was the leading scorer in that first half for Southeastern Ross, and that second one finally does go down.
And that will put the Panthers on top for the first time, I think, in the whole ball game. Yeah, they never led in the first quarter. That's their first lead of the game with 5:55 to go in the third quarter. And we've got a foul committed by the Panthers as they try to tie Davis up. It'll be on the floor.
And that foul is going to be an important one there. That's going to be on Strasbaugh.
How many is that for him? It's only 2.
It's only 2. But still, need a few more there.
Davis will have it on the inbound, gets it to Moore in the paint. And what do we got? A foul committed again by the Panthers. And it'll be another one on the floor.
And that one is going to be on Oates. That'll be his second. Oates had 6 in that first half. 8.
5:42 to go in the third quarter. Pence will inbound this time. Again, it goes to Davis. Davis with it on the right side wing. Goes out top to Moore. Now to Pence. Pence gets stopped. Finds Davis. Davis had it tipped away and is fouled. They're going to call this, I think, a little tighter in this second half. Carl, that could work out well for North Adams because you can guarantee the Panthers are used to playing more physical.
Yes, and that's their third team foul already here, just 2.5 minutes into this second half.
Kennedy will get it back. Dribbles it out to the right side wing. Off the screen. Give and go or pick and roll to Davis off the glass. It's good.
That's been there. I've been waiting for it to see it happen. It's been open, but they hadn't finished on the cut before.
That time Davis was able to finish. Smith passes right side Burns. Back to Smith and then Burns again as they work it back and forth on the right side of the floor. Now they'll go left to Cheadle. Looking inside, back out top to Smith. Burns and then Smith again. Now to Burns. And just keep working it back and forth. It got tipped loose, but Strasbaugh tracks it down. Stops and pops. It's good. Strasbaugh, pretty good ball player.
Strasbaugh with 11.
That'll put the Panthers back on top by 1. Moore goes right side to Pence. Out top to Davis, then left side to Moore. Moore gets stopped as he tried to drive. Finds Toll. Now they go inside Davis. Davis working it off the glass. No good, but he's fouled. Davis will go to the line to shoot 2, and I think that one might be a little expensive for the Panthers.
Yeah, that's going to be on Oates. That'll be his third. So Cheadle now with 3, Oates with 3. They had just missed. I oohed in there because Davis was wide open. They missed it. And then when he got to the other block, he had company there. He misses the first one.
Here comes one of the big guys. It's going to be Brown checking in. Cheadle and Oates will go out.
With those 3 fouls.
Wireman in to replace Oates. Second free throw is good, and we are back to a tie at 35 all.
Davis now with 13. He averages 14.
Smith working it against the pressure Wireman now to Strasbaugh in the corner. They go into the big guy. He kicks it back out to Wireman. Wireman makes it inside the paint. Dishes off to Strasbaugh. Shot blocked from behind by Davis. He gets it back, and the second attempt no good, and this time Moore has it. Panther fans not happy. They thought there was a foul committed. Kennedy for a long three. Drains it.
Kennedy caught fire here in the second half with 2 threes so far.
Smith, left side. Burns now with it. Burns working it out on the right side to Strasbaugh. They go inside to Brown, and he's fouled.
That's going to be on Davis, I believe. That'll be his second.
Shack pregame report every Monday through Friday at 4:45, and just before our broadcast, that is brought to you by Ron Lynch, your financial advisor with Edward Jones Investments in Maysville, and also Peebles Save-A-Lot. Save on what you crave at Peebles Save-A-Lot. Strasbaugh with it out top. Tries to go into the big guy. Davis denies it. Moore gets it. Ahead they go to Pence. Pence on the layup. It ends up out of bounds. And again, North Adams wanted a foul that time, but no call. It'll be out of bounds off of the Panthers.
That was great hustle by Landon Smith to come down and block a wide open layup, actually. And coming into the game is Drake Winningham for Southeastern Ross.
3:15 to go in the third quarter. They'll lob it to Davis. Gets Moore. Moore shot blocked. Wireman has it. Here come the Panthers. They go ahead left side corner for three. Burns. It's good.
Burns with his first points tonight.
And we are tied again at 38 all. Just under 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. Kennedy left side to Moore. Right side with it is going to be Toll. Now to Kennedy. Kennedy off the screen. Didn't have the pick and roll that time. And as Toll tries to hook it inside to Davis, it's deflected out of bounds off the Panthers.
Southeastern Ross is doing a good job on the body ups on the inside. They're keeping a nice forearm right on the backs on all those posts.
Pence gets Davis on a set play. He's blocked from behind. It'll end up out of bounds off of the Panthers. Panthers blocking a lot of shots, Carl.
And getting them from behind, too.
Yeah. Kennedy's going to inbound at this time with 2:40 to go in the third quarter. We're tied, 38 all. Davis gets it. Left side corner. Faked the handoff to Kennedy. Couldn't get anything out of that. Now he'll drive the baseline. Spin move, up and in.
Good job by Davis to get to the hole. Even with help coming over, he still got in good position.
Smith to Burns. Back to Smith as they come across the timeline. They go in the corner to Wireman. Wireman drives, gets stopped, but still is able to get the shot up and in.
Wireman with his first points of the night.
Back to a tie at 40 all. I'm going to have to count up how many times we've tied. Kennedy to Pence. Pence driving in. His shot up, no good, but he's fouled.
That was
Pence,
a swat right there.
Yeah, Pence will go to the line for two.
That foul is going to be on Wireman. That'll be just his first. But they've been doing a good job of going straight up and getting the blocks. But when you swat the arm completely down like that, you're going to get called.
Yep. We've been tied 4 times in this quarter, Carl.
Dalton Pence to the free throw line. He's 1 for 1 from the free throw line tonight. He has 9 points. He only averages 4.5. So he's off to a really nice game, make it 10. He averages 46% from the free throw line. So he's doing wonderful there tonight. Coming into the game is Caleb Eldridge for the Green Devils.
Hey, it's a new season, and Pence decided he was going to change up the stats. Does miss that second one, though. Rebound's going to be controlled by Burns. North Adams back on top by 1. H&R Block, Jeff Newman and his staff sponsor our scoreboard update. I just said North Adams is on top by 1. Your score, North Adams 41, Southeastern Ross 40 with 1:40 to go. Strasbaugh goes in the corner to Whittington. Now out on the wing, Smith to Wireman out top. And they try to get it back to Strasbaugh, tip loose, but Wireman tracks it down and then throws it away. Turnover, Panthers.
Got a little too excited when he saw he had the numbers.
Yep.
But made a bad decision right there. That's only the second turnover this quarter, so they've cut their turnovers down quite a bit from in that first quarter when they had 6.
Basketball went all the way out in the cafetorium, and the officials had to go chase it down.
That was Dave Hopkins getting a little extra work in out into the cafeteria there.
He might have stopped and ate a bite of snappy tomato pizza or something while he was out there.
Or maybe got 9 holes of golf, and he's the golf coach over at Shawnee State University.
North Adams will return the favor as they turn it over and then commit the recovery foul, as pass intended for Eldridge didn't work out.
And that's going to be Eldridge picking up the foul also. Only first turnover for the Green Devils here in the second half.
North Adams tries that full court trapping defense. Smith gets past it, ahead to Whittington. Whittington gets stopped, goes out top Strasbaugh. He likes the 3. It's no good. Long rebound, pulled down by Moore.
North Adams doing much better job on the boards here this second half.
Kennedy goes ahead right side Davis. Hands it back to Kennedy. Kennedy dribbles it out top down to 48 seconds. Left side it goes to Moore. Back to Kennedy. Right side Pence. Now Moore, he likes the 3.
Yeah.
Nothing but net.
Nice job of using the screen and stepping back to hit the 3. Moore now with 4.
North Adams on top by 4. Smith with the basketball. Still 27 seconds. Working it. Oh, a foul. Yeah, little too hard there. Moore hoping to get a steal. Ended up running in to Burns and commits the foul.
That'll be Moore's 3rd. We have a substitution in the game called, checks in. And that's going to be Moore taking the seat with those 3 fouls.
After the final buzzer, we'll give you all the stats in the Willie & Son Trucking postgame show. Panthers will inbound. Smith will have it. Smith's going to drive inside. They let him have it. Nobody stepped in front of him to try and get a charge.
Smith with 4.
2-point basketball game. Kennedy, 11 seconds, goes left side to Pence. Pence back to Kennedy, down to 6 seconds. They need to move and do something.
Got to penetrate.
Yep. Right side it goes. Call for a 3. No good. We'll end the third quarter with North Adams on top by 2. We're back right after this with fourth quarter action on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
When precision matters above and below the surface, trust the local experts at Eagle Creek Drilling Company of West Union, Ohio. They handle private utility installation from water and electric to septic tanks and gravel driveways. For landowners and hunters, they offer land clearing, mowing, and tree stand preparation to get your property hunt ready. Their experienced crews focus on safety, quality, and results. Visit EagleCreekDrilling.com or call Adam at 937-269-3408. Eagle Creek Drilling Company. Precision you can count.
ProGen's next-generation technology flooring is designed to stand up to the demands of modern life, and it's available now at the Winchester Carpet Outlet. Because ProGen is durable, waterproof, dimensionally stable, and easy to install, it can be used in any room, including rooms that are most prone to moisture and spills, like kitchens and baths. For top-quality flooring, service, and selection at prices that'll floor you, visit the Winchester Carpet Outlet, just off State Route 32 on Tri-County Road, just a few miles west of Winchester, Ohio, and online at winchestercarpetoutlet.com.
Times in that third quarter, Southeastern Ross took their first lead of the basketball game with 5:55 to go, so fairly early in that third quarter. North Adams does lead it though as we start the fourth and final. North Adams on top by 2. They outscored Southeastern Ross 15-13 in that quarter.
Yeah, they shot from the outside 50% from behind the arc, which they need to keep looking at that because they're not getting it inside. They only shot 5 for 11 overall.
Player control foul called against the Panthers to start the fourth quarter. Nice job there. I think that was Moore that drew that foul. Is that correct? Did you see who that was?
Yes, I believe that's who it was. Yes, it was Moore.
They almost turned it over on the inbounds as Moore wasn't paying attention. They go into Davis. Davis with it. Back out top to Eldridge. Right side with it is going to be Moore. Gets down to the low block, steps through, puts it up and in.
Moore with his 7th point on the night.
Smith and Burns make it past the pressure. Out on the right side with it is Burns. Hands it off to Oates. Oates goes inside to Strasbaugh. Strasbaugh trying to work it in the paint. Scoop shot, no good. Tipped around. Davis gets the rebound. Little help there from Call. We have got an ejection against the Southeastern Ross Panthers, and I believe a warning to the bench. Timeout's called by the Panthers to cool everybody off. We'll take one as well. 7:14 to go in the ball game. North Adams on top by 4, 46-42. We're back after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
In basketball, you win with a strong team and a solid game plan. Farming's no different, and that's why it helps to have local friends like Winchester Ag Service on your roster. Their focus is meeting the agricultural needs of producers across Southern Ohio. Winchester Ag Service is a channel seed dealer offering crop chemicals, dry and liquid fertilizer, and a full-service grain elevator. For more information and current grain market prices, visit winchesteragservice.com or stop by their locations in Winchester and Georgetown. Winchester Ag Service, a strong partner from tip-off to harvest.
Well, we can add one more listener to our list tonight, Carl. North Adams is going to inbound the basketball. They'll have it out of the timeout. Timeout, by the way, was called by the Panthers. Moore has it on the inbound, working it in the backcourt, guarded there by Oates. Dribbles to the right side, picks up his dribble. He's caught with it, finds Davis. They'll hand it back. Three-point shot in the corner. It's good.
Moore now with 10 points.
And what do we got? Something in the backcourt. Another timeout called to save the possession. We'll take it as well. 49-42. North Adams leading. 6:55 to go in the ball game. We're back after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Hello, this is Tammy Crothers from Roush Insurance. Our agency has been here for over 80 years, so please keep us in mind if you're looking for a more competitive quote on any of your insurance needs. You can stop by the office at 313 East Main Street, West Union, or give us a call at 937-544-3123.
While college tuition continues to skyrocket, skilled trades offer a pathway to a successful career without a heavy financial burden. At the Ohio Valley Career and Technical Center, we are pioneering pathways to your success by providing hands-on vocational training in high-demand programs where students can gain real-world skills and still enjoy all the benefits of going to school, like playing sports and pursuing college classes. Enrollment is based on program availability, so you don't have to live in Adams County to attend. Speak to your guidance counselors to see how the Ohio Valley CTC can help you create a better tomorrow.
More full court pressure out of North Adams. Cheadle with it in the backcourt, falls down with it. Oh, they're going to call a foul against North Adams.
I thought he fell first.
Yeah, I thought he did too, but again, there's a reason why they do not give us whistles, Carl.
Now, why did he just show one? Oh, I thought it was on Kennedy, but it's going to be on Thaddeus Moore.
Yeah, and that's his fourth. Yeah, that one's expensive.
And he's been hot here in this fourth quarter. He has 2 baskets.
Well, Pence comes in to replace him, and he's had a pretty big game as well.
Yes.
Strasbaugh with it, hands it off to Smith out on the right side wing. North Adams in a man-to-man. They go to Strasbaugh at the elbow. Out in the corner, Burns for 3. It's good.
That's going to be Burns coming in here and scoring 2 threes in the second half.
Kennedy goes right side, Pence. Pence off the screen, gets it to Davis. Davis down underneath. Shot no good, and it was blocked. It'll end up out of bounds. Strasbaugh. Might have been some contact, but it was a little helter-skelter. We were lucky Davis was able to save it, as it was almost a turnover. So,
and I thought it could have been a travel too.
Yeah,
so.
We'll take it as an inbound. Kennedy looking to inbound, having trouble, going to have to call timeout. What do we got? Timeout?
Yep.
Timeout. We're back right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
At Primary Plus, we're more than just a healthcare provider. Since 1983, we have been proudly serving communities across northeastern Kentucky, providing state-of-the-art care to the region we call home.
Being able to spend time with patients is really what does make the biggest difference.
My goal is to get you as well as I can so that you don't need a doctor as often.
With expert clinicians offering personalized care in pediatrics, mental health, pharmacy, dental, and so much more. We're more than your family doctor. We're your doctor in the family.
One of these outstanding North Adams Green Devils will get to enjoy some snappy tomato pizza when we name them our Snappy Tomato Pizza Player of the Game. Brought to you by Snappy Tomato Pizza in Seaman, West Union, and Maysville. That's all part of our Willie & Son Trucking postgame.
Here in this fourth quarter, all the scoring has been by Thaddeus Moore, and he's having a seat on the bench right now as he is in foul trouble with 4.
It's time for everybody else to step up and get her done.
Good defense on the inbounds again by Southeastern Ross.
Call's going to have it out top. Popping out right side Pence. Now they go to Davis. Back to Call.
There you
Call,
go.
He's got the wide open drive, and he's fouled. Shot was no good, but Call will go to the free throw line to shoot 2.
Yeah, trying to get another block and swatted at it. They were doing a good job in that first half of not swatting, but they've got a little carried away and cocky with it, I think. Burns picking up his second foul in this quarter. That first free throw is no good.
Call will get a second one. He has not shot very many free throws this season. That's only his 8th free throw of the season. Let's get this one. Put us on top by 5, and he does. 50-45, the score. North Adams leading it. Cheadle in the backcourt to Burns. Double team on Burns, back to Cheadle. Across they go to Strasbaugh. Strasbaugh back to Cheadle. Cheadle goes right side Burns. Smith will come get it. Then left side Cheadle. Looking inside to Strasbaugh. They're trying to deny it, and a foul committed by North Adams as again, trying to deny it from Strasbaugh.
That foul is going to be another important one. That's 4 now on Pence.
Ooh. And he came in to replace Moore with 4.
Well, they only have him up there for 3, so
right.
I missed that one.
I hope you're wrong. Burns will have it out top. Burns dribbling. Now gets it to Strasbaugh. Smith comes out to get it on the right side wing. Now the big guy, one of the big guys back in, Whittington. Back to Smith. Right side Burns. Now they find Strasbaugh. He's double teamed and fouled. Shot was no good, but Strasbaugh will shoot 2.
That foul
that's on Pence.
On Pence.
Yeah, so you were
predicting.
Yeah, you were being clairvoyant there.
Yeah, foreshadowing a little
Yep.
there. So we have at the free throw line, Brevin Strasbaugh. He shot the first 2 free throws of the game, and he was 0 for 2. See if that continues here. He has 11 points on the night. We think, though, he's a pretty good ball player.
Yeah, he's a shooter. Oh, he does miss that first one.
Substitution into the game as Colin Toll checks in, taking seat as Pence with those 4 fouls.
Attention, Shack senior athletes. Make sure to fill out your application for the 2026 C103 Scholarship. Regardless of what sport you play, you're eligible. If you're a senior in the Shack, $1,000. We'll give away several $1,000 scholarships. You can download the scholarship on our website, c103.fm, or see your... Well, we're going to have a turnover, or did we save it? We saved it. All right. By the way, second free throw missed.
Yeah, we may have found a weakness in his game.
Yeah, see your guidance counselor. That's where you will get that scholarship application. Another substitution.
The big man, Landon Brown, is in. 6'6".
Yeah. Not sure why he doesn't play more. He did well when he was in there.
Yeah.
Kennedy with it on the inbound. They are really doing well trying to deny those. Eldridge now has it. Finds Davis.
Almost any school you would play, it's a mismatch problem.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got several inches on Davis, but probably not as fast. Left side, Eldridge. Eldridge back to Davis. They're trying there, and comes Kennedy to get it. Kennedy dribbling out top. He'll come off the screen. Right side. Pass goes right to Toll. Back to Kennedy, then Toll again. North Adams showing a lot of patience, not rushing any 3 shots.
And right now Brown's doing a good job of fronting Davis when he's in the post also. He is outside, though.
Davis will reverse, goes in the corner to Toll. Toll on the drive, back out top. Call for a step-back 3, and it's good.
Call with his first field goal of the night. He has 4.
And that was a great time to get it. Smith working it with Burns. They get it through the pressure. They find Cheadle left side wing, reverses right side Smith. They go on the baseline, and somebody's fouled. No, it's a travel. I like that much better.
That's first turnover of the quarter. One thing we learned on that transition play there was Landon Smith is not a shooter. He was wide open for that 3, and he looked for the pass, and then it caused a travel.
Earlier, I thought I saw him passing up 3-point shot opportunities. Toll gets down to the baseline and has it tipped from behind. He's on the floor, and North Adams calls the timeout to save the possession. We're going to take one as well. 3:56 to go in the ball game. North Adams leading 53-45. We're back after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Maysville Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're incredibly affordable with the lowest tuition rates in the entire state, accelerated with programs that can lead immediately to great careers, and personalized with small classes and hands-on learning. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at maysville.kctcs.edu.
Are you looking for an agent who is more than just a salesman? Learn the difference with Allstate agent Chris Munn. Serving the area for over 20 years, Chris and his staff strive to make personal connections so they can provide the best coverage for everyone. Spring is quickly approaching, so don't forget to grab coverage on your spring and summer equipment. Motorcycles, boats, campers, ATVs, all of these are covered when you choose Chris Munn with Allstate Insurance. Call 937-444-2000 or visit his office in Mount Orb to see what Chris can do for you.
Well, Carl and I were talking while we were off the air, and we feel that this is a very nerve-wracking game. The crowd for both teams, by the way, a nice crowd for both teams.
Right.
Hats off to Southeastern Ross, a team that has not even won 500 this season, not even 500 on the season, traveling well to be here to support their teams. But everybody's kind of being quiet, like there's a lot of tension.
And when you say traveling well, those stands are full except for the very end down there from Southeastern Ross. So really nice job for them.
North Adams looking to inbound. They find Davis on the wing. They go to Kennedy. Now Moore inside, who check back in. Right side Toll, back to Moore, then Pence on the left side. 2 players out there with 4 fouls. Davis comes to get it. Davis trying to drive. Kicks it out in the corner to Toll. Toll brings it back out. Now he'll drive back in again. Nope, go out to Kennedy. Pence will come get it. They're running some clock, Carl.
Right now, yeah.
Davis with it. They clear it out. Davis is going to drive in. It's up off the glass and good.
Nice
he
play.
went down, Carl, and Davis is still on the floor. He might have twisted an ankle. They're going to make him come out, as that will put North Adams on top by 10.
Yeah, he has 17 on the night right now.
Davis is still on the floor. Let's hope it's just a cramp. All right.
They're acting like it's a cramp.
Yes, it is. It's a cramp. Coach Austin McCormack shaking his hand, so I think he's getting a thumbs up there. We'll take a quick break. We're back right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
That's the sound of your truck losing you money. Whether you're a major trucking operation or an independent owner, you're losing business. Let me give you some advice. Call Willie & Son Trucking. Their certified Caterpillar, Cummins, and Detroit experts can get your truck moving so you can get back to doing business. Call Willie & Son Trucking for an overhaul or glider kit rebuild at 937-763-9521. Keep your business rolling with Willie & Son Trucking.
I wanted to prove to myself that I could go to college and get my degree.
What if I went to Southern State? What if I'm able to go and become that nurse or that lawyer or that teacher? Southern State Community College allows students to rise above the circumstances that they're surrounded by and become something more than they ever dreamed possible.
Our beliefs matter. They're reflected in our words and actions. At First State Bank, we believe in treating people well and have since 1884. Listening, caring, looking out for each other. It's what people deserve. It's what a real local bank does. While lots of things have changed over the years, our belief in you hasn't. First State Bank, built on belief.
Hungry for a deal to let you mix it up your way? Introducing the Snap.
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen. Davis is up and walking to the bench. It was just a cramp, but boy, it did take a long time to get that cramp worked out. No one told him to bite his lip. That's a trick, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, bite your lower lip.
That puts pain at your lip instead of your leg?
I don't know. I don't know how it works. I don't know the science behind it. But I know that if you get a cramp, you bite your lower lip, and it usually makes it stop.
Well, that's all free advice from Dr. Smith.
Yeah, not a Dr. Smith at all. With the basketball, Burns gets it across the timeline, and I believe we're going to have a foul called against North Adams. A little too much pressure out top.
That'll be Toll getting his second.
Let's take a look at the H&R Block scoreboard update. We've kind of crawled to a slowed to a crawl here, so we want to give everybody an update. 3:12 to go in the basketball game. It's a 10-point lead for North Adams, 55-45 the score. The scoreboard update brought to you by H&R Block in West Union. Burns is fouled again.
And that's going to be Toll again with another foul.
It's only his second, though, isn't it? Or is that his third? That's his third.
That's his third.
Okay. This is 5 team fouls. So
yes.
Going to the free throw line to shoot 2 is going to be Burns.
And then on the other side, Southeastern Ross only has 2. And with them being down by 10 points, they're going to need some fouls also to put people at the free throw line. So we should probably see a little rash of fouls coming here on their part. That first free throw is missed to continue their poor free throw shooting here in the game. And second one is good.
Yeah, second one is good. Makes it 55-46 the score. Moore with it. Goes left side, Kennedy. Kennedy off the screen, brings it top of the key, loses his dribble. Pence comes out to get it.
Burn all that clock that you can here right now, especially when they have to give those fouls.
Toll will get it out on the right side. He dribbles it around, decides to drive in, gets stopped, gets it to Moore and back out to Pence. North Adams running some clock. Kennedy comes to get it, down to 2:30 to go in the ball game. Now with it is Pence. They get awfully close to that half-court line, and it makes me nervous. Kennedy, right side Moore. They're going to have to start fouling, Carl.
Yes, yeah. I mean, they've run a minute off the clock here from that last possession.
There is the foul against the Panthers.
And that's going to be on Burns. That'll be his third. All coming in this quarter.
Be sure to tune in tomorrow, folks. We have 4 big tournament championship games for you. 2 in the Southeast, 2 in the Southwest. The Southeast games, North Adams Lady Green Devils are going to be taking on Portsmouth. That's at noon. Eastern will take on Piketon. Well, a steal by Cheadle, but it's knocked loose, and it goes out off North Adams.
That's a lazy pass right there. There's just a very soft, easy pass under pressure.
Yeah. Again, Eastern will face off against Piketon. That game at 5 o'clock. Both of them from Waverly. Again, district championships in the Southeast District. On the other side, the Southwest District, Fayetteville will take on Tri-Village at noon. That'll be on 99.5 The Edge, our sister station. And then also Western Brown, the Lady Broncos, taking on, let's see, that game's from Lakota West, and they're going to be facing off against Tippecanoe. Burns with the basketball, stops and pops at the elbow, pops out.
That was an important defensive stop right there for North Adams.
Moore with the rebound. Ahead it goes, Call.
Now they have to still look to score, though, when they have opportunities. It's still 2 minutes to go here in the game.
Kennedy with it. Dribbling out top, trying to play keep away, and he's fouled. Another substitution getting ready to check in for North Adams. They'll have to inbound off this foul.
That foul's on Wireman. And coming into the game is Pence.
Next foul, and North Adams is going to start shooting free throws, the double bonus. Pence having trouble. Goes in the backcourt to Call.
That's okay. It'll burn time.
Yep. Call with it out top to Moore. I'm sorry, that's Toll.
They need to look for backdoor cuts because Southeastern Ross is overplaying all the passing lanes big.
Yes, they are. And there's the reach around foul. They commit it against Pence. So Pence will shoot 2.
Burns now with 4.
Minute 23 to go in the basketball game. This game is really slowed down as North Adams has been running some clock.
Pence has been perfect at the free throw line tonight. He's 2 for 2. 3 for 3.
Yep, makes the first one. Puts North Adams back on top by an even 10 points.
I think I'm wrong about that. He did miss one because I remember he was a 46% free throw shooter. I'm pretty sure he did.
Well, he has shot him much better than that.
And I was thinking he had shot really well.
He got that one to go with a hometown roll.
So that's going to give him 12 points on the night, averaging 4.5. He's working for that Snappy Tomato Pizza player of the game.
I think he is. He must be hungry. Substitution for North Adams. Eldridge checks back in. Cheadle will have it for the Panthers. Guarded by Call.
No fouls here.
Cheadle driving in. One-hand running shot. No good. Gets his own rebound. Put back is good. Timeout. Southeastern Ross. North Adams leading it 57-48 with a minute 12 to go. We're back after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Hi, I'm Brett McFarland. For 4 generations, Barry Chevrolet in West Union, Ohio has been family owned and proudly serving our community with honest deals and hometown care. Looking for a new Chevrolet or a dependable used vehicle? Come see why families have trusted Barry's for decades, with friendly service, affordable prices, and payments that work for you. Check out Barry's full selection online at barrychevrolet.com and like us on Facebook. Together, let's drive to your best deal dealer.
Talking to your kids about substance use can be difficult, but it's a conversation that needs to happen. In a recent survey, 1 in 10 Adams County High School students say that they've consumed alcohol on 1 or more occasions in the last month. And yet, more than half of those same students say that their parents have not discussed the dangers of alcohol, tobacco, vapes, or drugs. Talk to your kids. They're listening. This message brought to you by the Adams County Youth Prevention Coalition.
Or accounts of this game without the consent of C103 and Good Guys Radio TV is prohibited. Minute 12. And what do we got out of this timeout? North Adams is going to face...
Got a little trick play out of bounds, putting everyone out of bounds.
Full court pressure. Kennedy gets it on the inbound. Back to Pence. And they fall back out of that full court pressure. I would have thought we would have seen more pressure.
Yeah.
Kennedy out top is fouled.
And going to the free throw line will be Kennedy, almost a 67% free throw shooter. He has 10 points on the night, averages 12. He's going to get his average right here, I feel.
Gabe Oates having a little discussion with the official. I bet it was about that trick play, and if I had to guess, his question was, why was any of the North Adams players allowed to touch the ball coming in from out of bounds? Well, it was because the ball wasn't in play.
Right.
But I'm only guessing.
Everyone did establish themselves in bounds, too.
Kennedy gets the first one. We're back on top by 10. Second one is also good.
Called that one. Usually I'm wrong when I call those.
Smith will have the basketball. Drives in, kicks it out, Cheadle. They need to load some threes. They get it to Strasbaugh. Strasbaugh driving in off the glass, no good. Eldridge wanted to tip it away from the basket on the rebound, but he tipped it too hard, and it went out of bounds.
You're right. No one's looking to shoot a three. Everything is going inside right now.
And when they've come back, they've hit threes. I'm not sure why they aren't trying that. With the basketball, Smith and a kick. More good defense out of the Green Devils.
Checking into the game is Seth Smith, 6'3" and senior, getting his first action tonight, taking a seam at Strasbaugh. So he can get a nice round of applause from the fans, and they give him a standing ovation on the other side.
Well played game. Cheadle looking to inbound.
Yes.
And it comes to Oates. Oates on the baseline from 10. It's good. Timeouts called by Southeastern. Ross will take one too with 40 seconds to go. It's a 9-point ball game, 59-50. We're back right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Your plan is ready. It's time to build. At CMT Components, we design and manufacture quality building materials for your custom job. If you need metal panels and trim, trusses, or even a complete pole barn package, we do it all, including delivering right to your job site. To get started, call us at 937-446-3400. You can also check us out online or stop by our office in Sardinia, Ohio to discuss your plans today. Let's get building.
Get ready for the stars to align.
Turn around, jump. Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen.
It looked like in that timeout they're trying to get Smith to score here. He's a senior.
Yep. I don't know if I throw in the towel yet, Carl.
I don't think so.
It's a 9-point ball game. That's 3 possessions with 3 threes to tie. Mm-hmm. And you still got, what was it, close to 50 seconds, wasn't it?
Right.
48 or 49? No, 40, it's only 40. 40.2.
I'd give it another 10 at least before I'd throw the towel in.
I agree. So North Adams will have to inbound. Let's see if they do any trick plays this time.
Looks like same play again.
Yep, same trick play. Kennedy does stay in this time. No, he's going to go out as well.
As long as you establish yourself before you grab the ball.
Yep. They inbound to Moore, back to Pence. Pence and Moore working it. They'll bring it up the floor across the timelines. Tip loose from behind, but the ball's loose again. It's on the floor, and finally Pence ends up with it. That's probably you can stick the fork in it now, although they are going to foul call and put him on the free throw line, down to 23.6.
Wireman with his third. Let's take a look at what Call's done here. He's been to the free throw line twice, and he's 2 for 1 tonight. He has 4 points on the night.
The 6'6" senior Landon Brown's going to check back in, as we're also going to see wholesale substitutions on the North Adams side.
That first free throw was good by Call.
Back to a 10-point lead for the Green Devils, and they are moving on. Their next tournament game will be Tuesday night. And Carl, I'm trying to remember who the possible opponents are. We'll have to look that up. Second free throw is also good.
Call only shooting 7 free throws before tonight. He's 3 for 4 from the free throw line. He needs to get himself there more often.
Yeah, I agree. 5'11" senior.
61-50, 20 seconds to go here in the ball game.
With it, the Panthers. Cheadle for a long three, bangs it home.
Cheadle with 11. He's had a real nice game.
And with the basketball is going to be Winkler for North Adams, and he's going to dribble it out. They're going to let it go. North Adams is moving on as they defeat the Southeastern Ross Panthers 61-53. Your final score. Congratulations to North Adams. We'll take a quick break. We're back right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
If pre-planning your funeral is the furthest thing from your mind, take a moment to reflect on some of the things closest to your heart, such as your family and friends. Pre-planning your funeral will spare them the burden of making difficult decisions at a difficult time. For information about pre-planning a funeral, visit WallaceThompsonFuneralHomes.com or contact the family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes with locations in Peebles, Seaman, and Winchester. Trust in the family of Wallace Thompson Funeral Homes, providing the care and service that you and your family deserve.
At the National Bank of Adams County, we have a lot more than money invested in Adams County. We've invested our time, our interests, our heritage. We were born here and have been an important part of this community for years. That's why we can offer financial services that truly meet your needs. If you're looking for a bank that keeps its focus local, look to us at 218 North Market Street in West Union. We're ready to help you grow your business or your family, and that will help this community grow as well.
The National Bank of Adams County, keeping it local. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Our business is helping you grow. We're Baxler Tractor. We take care of you like family.
We've been growing since 1946. As your Kubota dealer, our focus is to help you grow today and into the future. Stop by one of our locations today, visit with our folks, and see our entire lineup of Kubota products.
Our business is helping you grow. Baxter Tractor.
Creating a memorial to honor a lost loved one is a time-honored tradition. Whether it's a graveside monument, a cremation monument, or a pet memorial, the craftsmen at Peebles Monument Company will walk you through every step of the process, from concept to completion. Visit Peebles Monument Company, located on North Main Street in Peebles, and online at peeblesmonument.com. Choose Peebles Monument Company because sharing the life story of a loved one with those who matter most isn't just important today, it's important forever.
Welcome back to the Willie and Son Trucking post-game show right here on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV. We're waiting for a couple of North Adams players to come out and have a conversation with us, as well as head coach Austin McCormack. While we wait for that, let's talk about scoring by the quarters. North Adams won the first quarter by 6 points, outscoring the Panthers 20-14. Second quarter, it was Southeastern Ross winning that one by 6 points. They outscored North Adams 15-9. That's how we arrived at a tie at halftime of 29-all. We continued to go back and forth, tied 4 more times in the third quarter, but North Adams did win that third quarter by 2 points, 15-13. That gave us a score 44-42 with North Adams leading. And then in the fourth and final, North Adams hanging on and pulling out the victory. They outscored Southeastern Ross by 6 points, 17-11 for an 8-point victory, 61-53. Your final score, North Adams winning. We'll take a quick break and be right back to have a conversation with a couple of North Adams Green Devils right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components. Whoever wants.
The Dickey Group invites you to explore country living at its finest. Visit thedickeygroup.com to see pictures of a 30-acre livestock farm with a 3-bedroom, 2-bath Blair home that has a covered front porch and covered rear deck and is located on a quiet dead-end road minutes from the Tranquility Wildlife Area. This property features a 32x36 heated garage, a 36x46 livestock and machinery barn, and a 40x60 barn with concrete floor, electric, and water. Call Jeff Dickey or one of his agents to schedule your tour today.
Welcome back courtside, ladies and gentlemen. Joining us for the Willie and Son Trucking post-game show is Dalton Pence. Dalton, you had a really nice game out here tonight. You were more than double your point average on the season.
Okay, yeah.
Worked out well for you, didn't it?
Yeah, it felt good.
What was the difference? What made you score so well?
Well, I don't know. Coach ain't been here all week, so it was different this week. We had the JV coach here all week, but we did a bunch of shooting drills, and we just knew that we had to come in and do it for him. It was a big energy game, and it was big for us.
Now, one thing that did help you score all those points in this game was free throws, right, Carl?
Yeah, he nice job, 3 for 4, and you were hitting 2 down the clutch there in the fourth quarter. That first half, though, you had 9 of your 11 points in that first half.
Yeah.
Really nice.
Thank you.
Yeah, it seemed like when a basket was needed, somehow you were the guy that came through. Nice game.
Thank you.
Does it feel good to defeat the Panthers?
Yeah, it feels good. We played them earlier this season, so
right.
We knew they were good, and we had to come in and do the same thing again.
Well, it's always tough when you're facing a team a second time. There's no secrets.
Yeah.
They know exactly what they're up against.
Yeah, they know us. We know them. We knew it was going to be, so we had to come out here and do what we do.
But you guys did, you did have some secrets, I guess.
Yeah.
I want to look back at what you scored the first time you played them. You scored only 5 points the first time you matched up against them.
Yeah.
So you had 6 more tonight.
Yeah.
So they probably weren't expecting that.
I guess not.
They were paying a lot of attention to Davis and Kennedy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nice job.
Thank
Anybody
you.
you want to give a shout out to?
Just all the coaches, my parents for always believing me, and yeah.
Awesome. Nice game
Thank you.
tonight. All right. All right. Hand that off to joining us now is going to be Preston Call, the 5'11 senior. We'll wait for Preston to put the headset on here. All right, Preston, thanks for joining us. A nice game for you tonight. Carl, how many points did Preston end up with?
I had him for 6, all of them in the fourth quarter in the clutch.
That's when it matters.
I had you 3 for 4 from the free throw line. Sound right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a question for you. You've only shot like 7 free throws all year. You shoot 4 tonight. What was the difference there?
I mean, it's late in the season, and it's tournament now, and
it's late in the year though.
Yeah,
you're right.
Yeah, and it's like we need to get something going, and I was like, screw it, I might as well just take it in and try to do something.
Well, it worked out.
Yeah.
You were able to get to the free throw line, and again, you were able to deliver 75% from the free throw line tonight. That's nice. Would you call this your best game of the season?
It is definitely one of my better. I struggled in the first half a lot, but in the second half, I mean, my coach picked me up, and he brought me back into the game, brought me a lot of energy. It was probably one of the better second half games that I've ever had.
Yeah, you hit a key 3 with just a few minutes to go in the game. You step back out over there and knock that down. And I thought that was almost to the point where it set you up that you guys had the win in the bag.
Yeah, it felt amazing once I hit that 3. It put us up by, it was about 10. I forget what it was.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, you came into this game one of the better three-point shooters on the team at 32.7% behind the three-point line. So it was very timely for you to get that 3. Kind of sealed the deal tonight.
Yeah.
Feels good to get the victory, doesn't it?
Yeah, it feels amazing.
Nice job, by the way. Again, Southeastern Ross knew what North Adams had to offer. But some of you guys that didn't score as much the first time against them stepped up and scored more. You doubled your points. I think you only had 3 last time, and you had 6 tonight, so you doubled that.
And he doubled his average. That's his average, too.
Yeah, so a nice game. Awesome. Preston, anybody you want to give a shout-out to?
My family, my girlfriend, all my friends around me, my coach, all my coaches, they make everything worth playing for.
All right, awesome. You guys going to be ready for Portsmouth West?
Oh, yeah.
That's who you got on Tuesday night.
Yeah, we'll be practicing hard.
All right, thanks for talking to us. Nice game tonight. Preston Call, another one of your seniors for the North Adams Green Devils. We're going to take another break. When we come back, head coach Austin McCormack will join us on the Willie & Son Trucking postgame right after this on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
Big box home improvement stores don't brag about their customer service and knowledgeable staff, and that's because they rarely have either one. Do you really want electrical and plumbing advice from a person who was assembling patio furniture yesterday? Nope. Get what you need from the pros at West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply. They now have an expanded hardware line to complement the electrical and plumbing parts, plus handy tips and advice to help you get the job done. West Union Electric and Plumbing Supply, 1 block south of the courthouse on Walnut Street in West Union.
When precision matters above and below the surface, trust the local experts at Eagle Creek Drilling Company of West Union, Ohio. They handle private utility installation from water and electric to septic tanks and gravel driveways. For landowners and hunters, they offer land clearing, mowing, and tree stand preparation to get your property hunt ready. Their experienced crews focus on safety, quality, and results. Visit EagleCreekDrilling.com or call Adam at 937-269-3408. Eagle Creek Drilling Company. Precision you can count.
ProGen's next-generation technology flooring is designed to stand up to the demands of modern life, and it's available now at the Winchester Carpet Outlet. Because ProGen is durable, waterproof, dimensionally stable, and easy to install, it can be used in any room, including rooms that are most prone to moisture and spills, like kitchens and baths. For top-quality flooring, service, and selection at prices that'll floor you, visit the Winchester Carpet Outlet, just off State Route 32 on Tri-County Road, just a few miles west of Winchester, Ohio, and online at winchestercarpetoutlet.com.
Welcome back to the Willie & Son Trucking post-game show. Joining us, a very happy head coach Austin McCormack with our ACRMC Family Medicine Coaches Comment Show. By the way, ACRMC had to kind of get involved a little bit tonight as Davis was down with a little bit of a cramp, wasn't it?
Yeah, and he twisted his ankle one of our last 4 games. He's kind of been struggling with that a little bit. And, we ask him to log a lot of minutes on a nightly basis, ask him to do a lot for us, attacking the basket offensively, guarding guys usually that he's outsized by, but he battled. He played huge for us, even dealing with that injury and playing through it. But, yeah, he's good to go and should be good to go Tuesday. Just get plenty of fluids in and, just kind of rehab it a little bit and should be ready to roll.
That sounds good. We're certainly relieved to know that. And it looked like he was fine out there after that. So let's talk about your bench. What a contribution tonight by your bench players.
Absolutely. Preston hitting free throws, hit that big 3 there. He doesn't lack confidence at all. He's always ready to shoot it. He's kind of that guy that can come off the bench and give you that. And then Caleb Eldridge, he does his job so tremendously well. Taking charges. It's not a stat that we've kept before as far as like career or season. I feel like we'd be hard-pressed to find somebody who's taken more charges in a season than him. I mean, he's just willing to put his body on the line and bring that energy for us, get on the boards, just plays his tail off every single possession. So great bench production, stepping in and giving us that energy, giving us that boost off the bench that you always love to have.
Definitely a difference in the second half versus the first half with offensive boards and second chance opportunities for Southeastern Ross. You certainly made some adjustments at halftime.
Yeah, big thing was keeping the ball out of the paint on straight line drives. Getting to the midline to take away the post when we were fronting in there. And we tell the kids all the time, rebounding is the one area of the game that you're allowed to be selfish. You're allowed to want to go get every single rebound, and we did a better job of that in the second half. We had guys that attacked the glass and went after it, and that's what we're going to have, especially as an undersized ball club, 9 times out of 10.
Now, one of the keys to it, I thought, was Landon Brown in the first half, the big guy that came off the bench.
Yeah.
He was dominating inside, and then you held him scoreless in the second half there. And Davis did a really good job in that second half of putting some size in there and keeping the fronting and keeping him out.
Yeah, he does a really good job of playing bigger than he is. He's physical, and he's got the athleticism to go along with it too. So yeah, absolutely, and a great team effort, getting to the midline, doing those things that we need to do better in the second half.
One thing the North Adams Green Devils are never going to have is the size advantage. That's for sure. Portsmouth West is going to be your next opponent. What's it look like there?
It's a different type of game plan. They're exotic in the fact that they run a 1-3-1 basically the entire game. They have a really good athlete in the Kegley kid. He was District Player of the Year on the top of it. And then 9 times out of 10, they have 6'4", 6'5" on the wings of it. So, it's very exotic. It's something that we're going to have to spend a lot of time getting reps in, Monday at practice and being ready to attack it. Once again, it'll be a battle for us on the boards and defensively. But yeah, it's going to be a very different look playing against that style.
Looking back at your season, you did not play them this season, correct?
Correct, yeah.
All right, so I'm sure you've had plenty of time or you will at least now be looking at some film, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it sounds like you already know. You're talking about the 1-3-1 and everything, so you've apparently had a pretty good look at them. Yeah. Well, Coach, nice victory here tonight. Great crowd in the house supporting the Green Devils. I'm sure everybody's going to travel well to that game on Tuesday night. Remind me where that's at. Is that at Waverly?
Yeah, it'll be at the Waverly downtown gym. Before we get off here, I want to give a special shout out to our assistant coaches, our coaching staff, Ryan Unger, Mark Willett, Brock Pistol, and Sam Lammers. They stepped up these last couple of days when I haven't been able to be there. Did a really good job of helping put the game plan together and helping the kids be confident going into it. And it's a family. It's everybody's working towards the same goal, and just super proud of them. Also I don't know if she's listening. She may be in bed getting some sleep. But to my wife Delaney, sorry I had to leave. Glad that we were able to make it back home. I love you and proud of you. And she's tough, and I know I couldn't have done it, so I'm proud of her.
Well, you had a good excuse to not be at practice this week. with having the baby, and I'm sure that this victory your wife will forgive you for not being there tonight.
I hope so.
That game is at 8 o'clock at Waverly, by the way, against Portsmouth West. That game will be live on 99.5 The Edge, as well as Good Guys Radio TV. And it'll be Chris Blanton and Craig Campbell courtside to bring you all that. Austin, congratulations. It's been a big week for you.
Yep.
Life-changing week.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going to try and get some sleep. Don't know if I'll be able to, but we're going to try.
Well, let me give you some advice, because this is the way it worked in my household. I did all the nighttime duty. I don't know how you are, but I can fall back asleep. I would fall asleep feeding at night. So, at nighttime, my wife was off duty, and I did all the nighttime feeding. So that's my advice to you to do that.
And no advice from me.
Austin, thanks for joining us here on the ACRMC Family Medicine Coaches Comment Show. Folks, we've got stats and a Snappy Tomato Pizza player of the game yet to name. We're back right after this with more of the Willie and Son Trucking postgame right here on C103 and Good Guys Radio TV, presented by CMT Components.
In basketball, you win with a strong team and a solid game plan. Farming's no different, and that's why it helps to have local friends like Winchester Ag Service on your roster. Their focus is meeting the agricultural needs of producers across Southern Ohio. Winchester Ag Service is a channel seed dealer offering crop chemicals, dry and liquid fertilizer, and a full-service grain elevator. For more information and current grain market prices, visit winchesteragservice.com or stop by their locations in Winchester and Georgetown. Winchester Ag Service, a strong partner from tip-off to harvest.
Hello, this is Tammy Crothers from Roush Insurance. Our agency has been here for over 80 years, so please keep us in mind if you're looking for a more competitive quote on any of your insurance needs. You can stop by the office at 313 East Main Street, West Union, or give us a call at 937-544-3123.
While college tuition continues to skyrocket, skilled trades offer a pathway to a successful career without a heavy financial burden. At the Ohio Valley Career and Technical Center, we are pioneering pathways to your success by providing hands-on vocational training in high-demand programs where students can gain real-world skills and still enjoy all the benefits of going to school, like playing sports and pursuing college classes. Enrollment is based on program availability, so you don't have to live in Adams County to attend. Speak to your guidance counselors to see how the Ohio Valley CTC can help you create a better tomorrow.
At Primary Plus, we're more than just a healthcare provider. Since 1983, we have been proudly serving communities across northeastern Kentucky, providing state-of-the-art care to the region we call home.
Being able to spend time with patients is really what does make the biggest difference.
My goal is to get you as well as I can so that you don't need a doctor as often.
With expert clinicians offering personalized care in pediatrics, mental health, pharmacy, dental, and so much more. We're more than your family doctor. We're your doctor in the family.
We're back to the Willie and Son Trucking post-game show with our final thing to do, and that's take a look at stats and name our Snappy Tomato Pizza player of the game. Carl, let's talk about North Adams.
Yeah, for the Green Devils, led in scoring with Carson Davis with 17 points, 5 for 8 from the free throw line. Colin Toll picked up 2, Dalton Pence with 11. Thaddeus Moore with 4 points. Preston Call with 6, 3 for 4 from the line. Jesse Kennedy, 12 points, 2 for 2, averages 12, and I called that one that he was going to have a good night. So I'm glad to see that he got his average.
Good job, Carl.
Yeah. So from the free throw line, 14 for 19, 73%. And comparing that to Southeastern, just 3 for 11, 27%. So there's proof.
Yep.
The game is won at the free throw line. And turnovers also for the Green Devils was really great that second half. I only had them down for 2. And they averaged...
and that's a turnaround from the first half where they had, what was it, 10? Or
they had 7.
7,
and,
okay.
Average 11, then they cut it to 9, so they were under their average. So,
yep.
You know, I thought that was a key. The turnovers, they did a much better job on the boards, keeping the the offensive rebounds away in that second half and the free throw shooting. And then I think once in a while the press, when he put it on at the right time, Austin caught him off guard and he got a few turnovers, especially early in the game.
Yep, I would agree. Carl, let's talk about the Snappy Tomato Pizza player of the game. We had a lot of players that stepped up tonight.
Yeah, but there were 4 players for the Green Devils that were in double figures. Then we also talked with Call there that wasn't in double figures but had a heck of a fourth quarter to lead that pull away there. You had Kennedy with 12, Thaddeus Moore with 10, and he played with foul trouble there, and he was the main scorer in the fourth quarter there until he had to sit down. Pence had 11, and Davis with 17, 5 for 8 from the free throw line. And he had a nice stretch right in the middle of the game there where he didn't miss on the free throws. And so I thought that was really key to help keep North Adams in the game in that second quarter. And so when I look at it, I also the defense I mentioned in the coach's interview, Carson Davis did a really good job holding the big man coming in off the bench, Landon Brown, to no points in that second half. When we were impressed on his first trip down the floor offensively, they posted him up, and he just went right over the top of everyone. And then we never saw that the rest of the game.
I'm still confused as to why that young man doesn't play more.
Yeah. Yeah, and what year is he? He was
a senior.
Yeah, it's a surprise. But anyways, because of those things, defense and offense, I'd have to go with Carson Davis as the Snappy Tomato Pizza player of the game.
Okay, sorry we lost our power there for a moment. Congratulations to Carson Davis, our Snappy Tomato Pizza player of the game in this one, and congratulations to the North Adams Green Devils as they defeat Southeastern Ross. Your final score 61-53. By the way, Portsmouth West defeated Valley 72-28, the final score in that game. And again, Portsmouth West, the number 3 seed, will be the opponent for North Adams on Tuesday night, 8 o'clock at Waverly High School. We'll have that game for you on our sister station, 99.5 The Edge, but also on GoodGuysRadioTV.com and all of our social media as well. That's going to do it for us here courtside. We want to thank Sarah Rigdon for engineering our basketball game in the C103 studio. Also, Matt Hildebrand for engineering it on Good Guys Radio TV. For Carl Schneider, I'm Ken Smith. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for district championship games, 2 on C103, 2 on 99.5 The Edge. It's another big full day of basketball on both stations. Thanks for listening.
Thank you for tuning in. Rewatch this video and many more on demand at GoodGuysRadioTV.com.